winners talking.
Without further ado and that, we're in.
Yeah, come on.
It's my intro, you know I like my intros. Alright, boom. If you think of Watford, yeah, a few names are going to come to the forefront if you think of Watford. Especially for the man them.
Some iconic moments as well, you know.
Now, before we get to that, if there's a few names you're going to think of when you think of Watford. For the man them, you're going to say AJ Watford, alright? Mm-hmm. If you're old school and know your history, like my pops and that, man will say Luther Blissett. Come on. You know about Luther Blissett, Douglas?
Nah.
You don't? Fake football. You know these fake football man there, you know?
Why you paying me up like that, though? Why you?
Man don't know
I
that.
got Google shit.
You just started watching football the other day, bro. Your OGs weren't showing you about the football thing, bro. That's all black history and shit there. You got to do your Googles on that.
Old school, but I'm not that old school.
Nah, but neither am I. But we got to know about Luther Blissett, though. Alright?
Oh, yeah.
All right, yeah. All right, the Luther. Why are you looking at? We'll move on. Luther Blissett. Next one, John Barnes.
For real?
Have to know. You know about John Barnes, Doug?
Yeah, come on.
Okay, just checking. Certain man would say Elton John as well, pause. Yeah, because he's the original Watford man still. No, undeniable, right?
Yeah,
undeniable.
Yeah, undeniable. Owned it for a little while.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
That's what I was about to say. Owned it. And then there's the man, the myth himself that we have here today. The bullier of Arsenal. We'll get to that later. Yeah, I said it what? The bullier. Called the man them out. Cojones, you man ain't part that.
Yeah,
Called the man them out.
Yeah. You know what? I have a feeling. I'm like, for a moment, for a moment, you were my guy, you know?
You're in your feelings. Wait, you're interrupting his intro to get personal and how you feel about the thing. Let that go,
Fuck the
bro.
guest now,
Let that go. Man said, fuck the guest. Yeah, the one and only Trey Deeney in the building. What are you saying to me, my bro?
Hey,
Good to have you
listen,
here.
thank you. Thank you, first and
Come
foremost,
on.
for having me. I said I was going to do no more podcasts, but then you hit me up and
Come
it's
on,
only
bro.
right, man. I've been watching for a minute, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
So
appreciate when
I
you said
appreciate the
you're
work rate and thank you for having me.
No,
the
no,
cups
no,
are
come
hard. I always, you know, that Denzel thing, I leave with something.
Yeah.
I'm
Come
going
on,
to take
my
one
bro.
of these, but this is it. But
Yeah.
thank you, man. Appreciate you all. Legends in the game, so
Yes,
thank you
man.
for having
I
me.
appreciate it,
Coming,
bro.
man.
You're the legend in the game, bro. I know you're active as well, bro. The man them are saying, like, I told the man them you're coming. They're going to say, yeah, I see Troy all the time. Cutting through Cold Harbour Lane in the Lambo and that. Run a regular thing. That's how man's cutting through Brixton.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm about.
Yeah, you're local.
Now,
That's
do you know what it is? I don't. I operate on respect and a little bit old school. I'm 35, but
wait.
I always feel like I should have been 10 years,
Yeah.
more than 10 years before. Maybe that's how you like feel as
Yeah,
well.
that's
but-
definitely how I feel.
So like, when you say like I'm coming through in the Lambo, that's not like to show off. That's just.
That's your car, bro.
That's just what I got. Actually, not even, I don't think it's not even my car. It's my wife's car. So that's what she wanted. So I got it for a birthday. Do you get what I mean? But yeah, I come through and it's like I've been, you know, when I think you could understand it when you've done well for yourself for a little while, like there's a certain thing that becomes accustomed with that. So I'm from a small estate in Birmingham, Chelmsford Wood. I always say this. I can swear on it, innit?
Of course.
Yeah. It's a shithole, but it's my shithole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like I love it. So I had when I got my first Lamborghini, freaking like 2014, so like that. I used to let like the kids around the area sit in it and rev it, and you get what I mean? And then let lads that I know like you could drive it. And
Motivational purpose.
yeah. And that's what I mean. So it's never ever been like, look how sick I am. It's like, yo, I was where you lot are.
Yeah.
I just happened to have football and made it out. Made a lot of mistakes and made it out, but like, it's never to show off.
No, but that's
Yeah,
the
I mean,
impression.
and I feel like
that's
people
the
need
impression
to-
people get from you anyway. No one's
hope
ever. I think you come across like that anyway. The man them embrace you as like one of the guys.
You know, the
innit?
thing
Like,
is as well, like I was brought up by my dad. Yeah, was somebody. He's like, but he used to say to me, "There's always someone bigger and badder," which you've all heard. Yeah. But even the baddest of man get, you know, pause. I say this, get touched. Said it like something can happen to anyone. So just be humble, do your thing. Don't if you move. I always think if you move with too many, you move too loud. So that's why I'm here on my own, innit? I just, I just chill out and you know what I mean. It's just simple. And if something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, innit? But I don't ever bring that energy or want that energy. I just wanna enjoy
vibe.
life. You know what I mean?
energy. But now, good to have you here. So yeah, you're from Brum originally.
I know you've researched me, so I'm expecting some different
You're
questions.
saying I'm a research. What you saying? Is that the rep that we're getting about the research?
Street search me.
I can't lie, I didn't research. I just wanted to talk about Arsenal and the beef. That was my only thing. Like,
That's
I was waiting for that to drop so we could get out.
I'm the one that gets known as I get known as the research guy. That's my bag. That's my bag. But yeah, go on. Tell me a little bit about growing up though. Originally, like, tell me about growing up. Your first kind of memories.
You know what? I feel like because football, obviously, because I play football. Yeah, everyone thinks it's weird and wonderful, but if I say the same story, you lot are gonna go, I know 10 man that happened to, and it's nothing weird and wonderful, but normal, let it. Mum and dad were together. My biological dad has never been around since I was born. So I've only known one man as dad, so that's called him as dad. He passed away like 11 years ago, but he was somebody. Like, I go around to certain areas in Birmingham now and they're still saying, yo, miss your pops, man. Berkey's son, you know what I mean? So always good. But my dad was in and out of jail, doing what he was doing, but never wanted that life for us, for me, my brothers and sisters. And yeah, man, like, mum just worked to graft, innit? Simple. Like, we lived in a flat.
Yeah.
We moved from a flat, and then we thought we got a big house. We moved to a maisonette.
Yeah.
We moved from a maisonette, and we got a house eventually. Like, the same thing everybody else has been through.
Were you always kicking ball?
Yeah, my dad
first
made
start?
us, bro, from like 4 years old.
Yeah, your dad.
So I was playing like, so again, my dad made it so like everyone in our area, and this is what I was like, it's interesting because, you know, you talk about like racism and all that. Everyone in our area was just broke, bro. So it didn't matter if you were black, white or blue, like, do you get what I mean? We were just broke. So my dad obviously was doing this thing, but he was like, all the kids need to play football or they need to go to the boxing gym and they need to be, everything we're seeing now, he was doing 30 years ago. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, get people out and do what they do. So we used to play. I was like 4. I played for the under 7s. And then by the time I got to like 6, I was playing under 9s. But he used to like have me play with big man and be like, kick him. He's got to toughen up. Like, life's not simple, at it. So if I used to fall down, he'd be like, get up. If I cried, I wasn't allowed to play football for 2 days.
Yeah.
You've got to come in. Like, what are you going to cry for? And my dad's old school Jamaican as well. So, like, you get sick, you eat a bag of oranges. You don't take paracetamol. You don't get... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which ended up being his detriment because, obviously, he passed away with cancer in the end. But he was like, don't need chemo. Don't need nothing. Like, just give me some oranges and a water and I'll be fine. It was like, that's some things, like, oranges can't deal with. Do you know what I mean? But just old school herbs and all that. So, yeah, life was simple, man. Simple for me.
Any of your brothers, any good?
All of them are, yeah. So I've got 4 brothers. I'm the oldest. My sister, I don't really talk about my sister too much because she's my sister. This is baby sister, so we don't really talk about her. But she was sick at gymnastics. Yeah. And then like, but life changed. So like we had like a couple of life changing moments early on. But when my dad passed away, yeah, like it just fucked everybody in different ways. Do you get what I mean? Like I had no choice but to step up because being the oldest. Yeah. My sister stopped doing what she was doing. She was mad smart, bro. Like love her to death.
That's mad, that though, innit? When the death happens, it changes the whole family dynamic, everything. Yeah. Like, some people don't understand. They look at their family and don't know. They might not know how things have turned, how they are. They don't know how it was before.
Exactly, yeah. And you always take the person who's doing it all for granted. Like, so I say this the other day because I was talking to my youngest brother about it. So when my dad died, he was 4. Do you get what I mean? And he's like, bro, the biggest heartbreaking moment in my life, was seeing him holding my dad's hand through the casket. Do you know what I mean? Like the service going on, man, he just stood there strong, like didn't cry, did nothing, but just, I'm here with my dad. Do you get what I mean? So, and I say like, because in a lot of these podcasts, like, it comes across that I say like my dad was a bad guy. Like he did some bad things. Do you get what I mean? But who I am, who my family are, the morals, the principles we stand on, he instilled that. Yeah. So all the good in me was him as well. Do you get what I mean?
It's mad because as you were talking a minute ago and you were saying the things your dad doing, I was gonna ask you, but I didn't want to.
No, go because that's what you want.
Do you think how things are now and how things have changed now, if different opportunities had got put to him with the mindset that your dad had, he could have done anything he wanted to differently?
I believe so, but what I do believe as well,
some man just loved her.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, fully.
So my dad had this thing, and it's so, you might not understand it. Not everyone who watches will understand it. Yeah. So he's called Berkey or Paul Anthony Burke. You can ask about him, do what you want. He is who he is, and what he says. So he used to do this thing, that everyone who knew him called him Berkey. But if you didn't know him, you had to call him Paul Anthony Burke. And he made sure you said his middle name as well.
I know a man like that, you know.
Do you get what I mean?
Brother, I literally know a man like that.
I know
That's
you
proper.
get up into some arguments over man not saying his
No, man has to say the full name. Like, you have to say the full name.
So, like, he left school at 12 and been doing his thing. My dad was never about money. So, anyone in Birmingham could ask you, everyone around my dad is millionaires, was millionaires, is millionaires that are still alive.
Yeah.
My dad was on respect. So he would happily walk into a pub and go, who's buying me a drink? That was his currency. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Me and my brother were laughing about it the other day. We used to go to the market and that. And we'd go in with no money. We'd come out with fish, veg, fruit.
Yeah.
And like, you're Berkey's son. Here you go. Just giving it what it is. But he stood on that. So he was, that's why we don't have his last name. Because he was so proud of the last name that he made sure we didn't have it to be attached to it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like the original question we asked for, like my brother played for Villa from the age of 6 to 20.
Okay.
So, but my brother was captain of the youth team. Everything he was proper. Could have went to Man United, but kinda. See my brother, but Ellis is like my oldest brother, my oldest younger brother. He's so sick at everything, bro. Yeah. Like if he came in here, he could work this camera better than these lot. All they have to do is show him once.
That wouldn't take much.
But you know what I mean? One of people like throw a skateboard in here, and within an hour he could do he's like Tony Hawk's.
Yeah.
Bro, how'd you do all this? But things just come to him so easy. So the difference between me, I always say he's better footballer than me, and never can't even front row miles better. But I have the drive and it. Just open that door a little bit, and I'm gonna figure it out. Ellis is like, the doors are always open. So today I might go through that one, and the next day I might go through that one.
Yeah.
But he just went viral as well, man. Obviously you're with the SC Duns and that. You see that tackle where the guy comes in like 3 minutes late and got he was on ESPN and all that Sunday League thing.
Oh yeah, is that?
That's my little brother. Yeah.
I think I saw it as well.
Yeah. But you know what? You see these things, but because man, now there's context to it.
Yeah.
Now you want to see it again.
Yeah.
So anyone that don't know, so basically my brother plays. There's like a team back home with all the like similar to SE Duns, but we tried to make a game actually. We need to hit Dun.
He said the Duns didn't want it. The Dons won't.
No, don't do that. Don't make problems, because you know these men take it too serious.
Wait. Let me find out who did you.
Who did you talk to?
Because we was talking to. We did. So if you got the podcast going, but we did it with Strapsy and
pattern up.
But you know what happened? Yeah, we chatted, bro, and you probably done this as well. We chatted for like 3 hours, and we looked at the podcast, and it was like, he just ended up them talking at the barbershop, and it went in so many different things that we're gonna have to redo it anyway. But so anyway, we chatted. It was like, need to make it happen because
100%.
obviously you were big on
100%.
You're big on YouTube and that, but I think you lot don't realise. I always say this, and I'm one of the people that give credit to people. Like, you don't realise how many people you're inspiring currently. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you lot are just doing your thing with your power. It's like it's just a movement that you lot are doing. You know the power because obviously Puma and all that get involved. But to man them back home, if I could say, yo, we're gonna make a game happen,
it's gonna happen now.
And you know what I'm saying is that's like,
all
your man are gonna. If we come down
no,
here,
but it's gonna happen now. You know it's done now. Now
I need to play.
It's done. Strapsy.
I'm gonna have to hit the step out.
That game.
But it's good fun. So anyway, but my brother, so anyway. They had this young kid who's like 18 for the area. It's quite nice. Just got released from Villa for an injury. He was playing. He was twisting mad up. And then you know how it gets in Sunday League. People get a little bit jealous at it.
Yeah.
So this guy's kicking him. They're 4-0 up with like 10 minutes left. And my brother's like, bro, he's a kid, man. Leave him alone. Do you get what I mean? Anyway, this guy whacks him.
Yeah.
And then my brother, decided to handle it. Yeah.
Good.
So he makes a foul and my brother comes steaming in about 20 seconds later. Whacked him, bro. Got like I think he got like a 1 month ban, but it went viral. Like ESPN picked it up, everything. Yeah. So he was panicking. To be fair,
you man. You see, you lot. You see, but when did they start? When did you get recognised that like you've got talent to go next level? When did you get picked up by a club?
The first time I got picked up was like 14, bro. But I was on girls. I'll be totally honest with you. So we had Villa got like, because my team that I played for was so heavy, bro. Like we didn't lose for like 3 years. Goalkeeper used to come in the magazine and that.
So what did you came from the Villa Academy?
No, I used to play just local.
Yeah,
They come and watch
was your name calling around Brum? Because Brum's quite small in his own.
Brum's small. But like,
bells.
see, so my age group, you had Studge, Daniel Sturridge, like he was. Even Stardom. Stardom was like the guy, football-wise. Everyone knew about Stardom.
Yeah, I did hear that still. Yeah.
But so like when it comes to it, even in life, I'm just a 6 out of 10, bro. I'm not first pick and I'm not last pick. I'm just that guy that you kind of want on your team because I'm gonna give 100%. Do you know what I mean?
But you can't 6 out of 10 Dini right now. No.
But
I understand the.
Up until like 19, that's
then.
what I was like. So anyway, Villa had this thing. It's like 4 days. You know, they said your little thing at school. It's like first day's like induction, second day's training, third day's training, fourth day's match. Yeah. I'm like, let's turn up for the match then, innit? Like I'm not gonna turn up for these other things. Go summer holidays with how many girls at the park? Like everything's working at this point, so I want to go and do that. So anyway, they were like, "You're good, but you ain't motivated for this thing." And then I didn't do nothing, bro. I just used to watch Ellis. Ellis used to go, so I used to go watch his training, do that. Then I went to college. I got kicked out of school in like 14, 15. Went to college, went to building college. Learned how to be a bricklayer. I thought this will do, innit? Keep my mum off my back. I got a job. And then, like at 18, I was playing locally. But my mum has this thing, every weekend she cleans the house, innit? But I don't know if you're like the same, like music on, full blast, from like 9 in the morning, cleaning everywhere. Yeah. And then she kind of got to my room about 11-ish. And she's like, I got drunk and that went out the night before. She's like, out. I'm like, mum, man, give it out. All right, cool. Go out, go play football with my pals, innit? And this is why I genuinely believe, like my elders that passed, like kind of forged life for me. I don't know if everyone's gonna think I'm a weirdo, but listen to what I'm saying. I was drunk in the bed. My mum's cleaning the house and kicked me out. Normally, she'd just go to another room and just go like, "We'll leave him out doing that." Go play football, score a couple goals. The guy who was supposed to be watching Walsall, their game got cancelled, so he come and watch his son, who was on the opposite team to me. Yeah. Goes, "Who's that?" I scored like 4 or 5 goals. Again, I had a hangover and that. And this guy goes, "Come Walsall." Bro, I've never been out of Birmingham at this point. What do you mean? Like, where's Walsall? To anyone that don't know, that's like Luton to London. Yeah. Or Watford to London. It's even closer than that. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, whatever, man. Go out Saturday, get drunk. Go play Sunday, get drunk. Monday, I ain't got a job at it. This guy's knocking at my door. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, we got that trial. Oh, that shit was real. Yeah, all right, let's go. Put my shit in an Adidas bag. Go, not Adidas, but Asda bag. So I had an Adidas trackie on my little pouch. I go, man goes to let me off. And I'm like, hey, where you lot going? Like, because you tried to leave me. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I got work. I was like, oh, you need to lend me £20, bro. I literally had nothing, bro. Yeah. I leave for the weekends. You know what I mean? Get my £300, £400 from working that. Give mum her rent money. Yeah. I'm out Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. And then I could survive Monday to the next Friday. You get me? And I was paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, and that's how it all started, man. Genuinely just started out of like, that's why I feel like I'm here for a reason. Yeah. And only when I had to go and like sit down for a little bit that it made me go, actually, you know what? I've had bare times that this shit shouldn't have worked for me. Yeah. I need to figure out, like, I need to pat it up a little bit. Yeah.
What was your style of play when you was younger? Who would you compare yourself to?
I used to play midfield, bro.
For real?
Yeah. Do you know, I was like,
that's probably why
clamper.
It's so physical as well.
Yeah.
That's what you see, a clamper. Yeah, that's probably why it's so physical. You brought that mad midfield mentality up to playing up top.
So I never played up front. I used to play right back as a kid for my team because the only way I could get in the team because our team was so sick. Our 11-a-side team, and I don't do that now at the kids' age, but we had 5 of them at Villa, 4 at Blues, and 3 at Derby, and then me. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I was just the one that didn't get picked up. And then, bro, just like, went into Walsall as a midfielder. I say I scored 4 or 5 goals in the game as a midfielder. Yeah. And then they were like, "Yo, you're too big to be." So I was like an old 18. So they put me in an under 18s game. In the first 30 seconds, I smashed up the goalkeeper for like cross come in. I was like elbows up. I missed the ball, but I took him out. And they were like, "You're too physical for this." put you with the men. But I've been playing men's football since I was 15. So to me, it was like, whatever, let's do what we got to do. But yeah, so I basically, when I got pro, learned how to be a pro, how to be a professional, and how to play my position.
Mad. Where did you get pro at?
At Walsall.
At Walsall.
Yeah, so that trial was like a 6-month trial thing. All they gave me was a £50 trade ticket for the month. And then just had to figure it out, man. My mum, to be fair to her, I love her to death for this. This is why she gets whatever she wants. She worked 3 jobs to make sure I could go.
Yeah, I've heard you say.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, she just made sure I could go, bro. Like,
yeah.
I was like, Mum, I gotta help you. You know, like at this point, I gotta help you at it. I'm meant to be the man of the house, and she's like, nah, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. So she was cleaning the bookies. She was working at the pub.
Come on.
Anything she could do to do what she was doing. Do you get me?
Yeah, 100. Yeah, that's real. That's a real come up right there. Manscaped.com. The handyman. You've been using yours yet? None of man. This is for the quick. This is for you, man. When you just want the quick, clean shave, the
for
quick
me,
everything.
it's just a thing like when I start to see the regrowth on the head top.
Straight in.
Dog, you've been extra clean recently, though.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Dog, you've been extra clean.
Remember, I got a few Manscaped. I got the shave. I got the beard thing.
20% discount on the cold winners.
You're on a 6-week streak still.
I'm on a 6-week.
Yeah, you're on a 6-week streak still.
Listen,
clean.
I say it again. 20% discount when you use the code winners. The handyman. That's just for the stubble. New product. Soon as you see a little stubble, you just run it over with the handyman. 20% discount when you use the code winners.
Rinse it under the wash, like under the tap.
Simple.
Again,
yeah, they've got everything there. The beard kit. They got the full beard kit. The Manscaped 4.0 body groomer and all of that.
Beard kits coming in handy.
Free post and packaging as well. 20% discount when you use the code winners. The beard oils, everything, as well as the regular shavers and the weed whacker, which is the nose trimmer. They got everything there. Boxers, aftershave, the works. That's from us to you. 20% discount when you use the code winners and free packaging. So then, how long was you at Walsall for?
2 and a bit years. So I signed in the summer.
What's the money like them times?
Now, do you know the joke thing about this? I got the contract. So I've still got the contract. And I framed it the other day. So my new missus bought it out for me, and she was like, have you read this? I said, I ain't looked at it in a minute. So my contract, and the only reason I know it is because I literally saw it like 3 days ago. I was on £125 basic. I was on £25 a goal. I was on £50 a start. And if I played 8 games, it went up to £175.
Yeah.
I could have made a lot more just chilling with people.
Big facts.
Do you know what I mean?
But from then, right then, now that you're in that position, are you already starting to look now? Are you looking at it now and looking ahead of where you could go?
Nah.
Or you still just
you know what? This is, again, I feel like I'm...
money for the weekend.
I feel like
You were Walsall at the time.
League 2. So they just got promoted. So I played 32 minutes of that season.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? I didn't really do nothing.
So they just come up from non-league.
No, they went up from League 2 to League 1.
League 1,
sorry.
okay, yeah.
Apologies. So when I played my first season was League 1. I did 2 seasons League 1 and then went champ to Watford. But I was just talking to my miss about this yesterday, because obviously I'm doing the coaching thing now. And I find the kids now is money first, more than the foundation and the steps and the preparation. So she was like, but what was you like at 19? And I was like, what, someone's going to pay me to play football?
Yeah.
And I could be in at 9 and get home at 1 and they're going to pay me. Are you crazy? Who cares? You can pay me £20. I can tell my mum I've got a job. And I'm doing what I love. Do you get what I'm saying? So when I started, it was never about the money. When I went to Watford, the money fucked me up because it was like, what? You get grand for doing this shit?
Yeah.
Like, and I think like, I can chat to you about it because you'll understand what I'm saying, but because I was like, I've never been a street guy in it. I'm not, but all my friends are. Do you get what I mean? Like I'm the joker. Like, I'm the let's all have fun. So we were talking about this the other day. So we went out the other day, and my friends got this function. And Fids, you know I love you to death, bro. But he had this function. Everyone in there's like, stush.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck did we come out for if everyone's gonna be stush, bro? Should have stayed in the house. So within 15 minutes, bro, I've got my top off, like throwing drinks down. Everyone's like, let's go, let's have a good time. We all know each other.
Come on, that's
what
we here for. What we here for?
So it's just like, but that's how I've always been. So I was in like, obviously you man would have called Birmingham back in the day.
Come on, of course.
So
of course.
freaking now, Dragon Eye, Rococo, Mono Bar,
Cool.
like all the places a footballer shouldn't have been.
Yeah, you
I'm
was
in
there.
there.
Outside, you was there.
But I'm with all my friends, and again, I did this thing with when I did Filthy Fellas. Yeah, so many people like, oh, he's lying, he's capping. I was like,
We're gonna get to the
I'm
Troy
literally like,
Capping thing.
one thing I will say about that, have you heard any single person
Come and say you're
tell
lying.
I'm lying?
Yeah.
Whether that be friendship group, whoever that might be, tell me I'm lying.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. But you get what I'm saying? Yeah, thank you. But no one can say I'm lying. And if I'm lying,
Yeah,
But why would man lie?
Someone
Like,
stated.
because the modern day person can't fathom it.
Yeah.
To us,
That's
it's normal.
what it is. They
Like,
try,
if man link you now and say, right, let's go to the rare tear, we link there's couple dogs there, whatever. That's normal. Like you're not lying when you go and tell the story to another man. But for the normal day person that don't leave their house and that, or like, they can't fathom.
You know how much
you get me?
This internet thing, right? And that's what I'm saying. I think I'm 10 years old. It's still blowing my mind, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Because you go on the internet now, and there's some person
Any guy.
saying you're not this, that, or the other, and I'm like, well, let me think about this because I'm quite a logical guy. If I answer that back, I've given that person light, and now I've given them like credence to say that they were potentially right. Do you get what I mean? Like, you've just got to let the lie live, and it's so
Because you can't fight every battle.
No, you can't. You literally have to just leave them. You have to just do it.
But you lot will get that more now, and obviously the more success that this comes on, like,
you're gonna get that. You're gonna get that.
how do you lot deal with it? Sorry, I asked questions. I
No,
apologise.
we're here for it. My rule from day one, I hit him up before. I said, listen, did we even film an episode when I was telling you that?
Nah, we hadn't even
filmed, and I was like,
ignore. Even with it, like, people knew Paz, they don't know me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
Channel days, what do you mean? Listen,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Don't
like,
piss
so
me off.
I'm
I was
always
saying to my
going to be the
missus that
person
earlier.
who don't know, like, or either the imposter people, or I don't know, like people.
Yeah.
So, like, at first people used to get onto me, like, but
our conversation was
We had a
earlier. I used to speak to him through it and kind of just like, listen, Doug, pay it no man. Don't ignore them. Don't get in the time of day. Don't feed into it.
Yeah.
That's what I
Can I ask you a
say.
question?
nah, man, so thick skin, no one.
Yeah,
like,
now you
bro,
can't get to him no
Nah,
more.
of course.
can't
But
touch
what was you
me
gonna
with
ask?
But I think there's a time, even if you like, I say this, like when I'm playing football, I'm so like thick skin. Like you could say whatever you want.
you have to, yeah.
I don't
Back.
give a shit.
Yeah,
Bro.
of course.
Yeah.
But the weird part for me now, so like, I've had times where people have mentioned my kids, and I'm like, I know there's a part of me, there's a right side of me that's like, just leave them. They want you to react. And then there's the dad, the man, the respect that I grew up with. It's like, just tell me where you are, bro. I'll come on, mate.
But they're not gonna tell you though.
No, of course. And that's what I'm saying. It's like
That's
a bad
the thing.
catch
It's a
22.
bad draw out because once you come to realize that and understand, like they're never gonna. It's like when you're on the motorway, and someone's behind you doing all this, and you know. If we were walking, just like you're never gonna do it. Or if we're driving and a man's like giving it all, that, and you're like, if we were just walking, you're not gonna do that. There's some things that just go on. That you understand what I'm saying? I always think that. You know?
And even the best part about that, do you know when you ever get stuck in traffic and you just move to the side and go,
Yeah,
come,
just-
and you
yeah.
put up, you're just
And the
looking
guy-
at them and they're like this.
Yeah.
That's what
Right.
I'm trying to say.
I had it the other day. I was at Audi
Yeah.
in the car park. The brother, like, I parked, but a lorry was coming out. You know, like the lorries just restocked the shop. And he's like, you can't see the lorry. He's all going mad, yeah? Like, rare. So I'm like, you fucking idiot, shut your mouth. Boom. So then, boom, he's there going, so as soon as I hopped out the car, this thing, boom, man, just straightened up. You get
Brother, it happens. I'm telling you. I have to tell myself that I was changing something on the stereo. I was changing the tune or whatever. So you know you're on the motorway, but as I'm changing it, I must have dropped speed slightly. So I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not even realizing I'm dropping speed, but I'm on the stereo, by the way, not the phone. Let's be clear. So flipping, and then I look next
the car play.
Yeah, and next minute a man's flashing me. So I just ease over. I look here and he's just, as you said, just straight in, because it's just one of them things. So yeah, you can't win that battle. But now I saw they tried to say you was capping. They tried to say you was capping. I see they was making whole videos about it.
About what?
A man said, someone told Troy Deeney that he's Troy Deeney. But the fact of the matter is, he's Troy Deeney.
But
You
the
just
thing
said
is,
it.
So like I say, I can't
deep
go
it.
on Insta like that to
So
talk
deep
about
it.
it because it just mad. It gets me mad. So someone goes like you just said. So this is the beauty, right? And I think this is the perfect platform to address this. Sorry, let me just put my phone away. So like when you know the Thai thing that I spoke about.
Yeah, tired. Arsenal.
So bear in mind, this guy has spoke about me for four and a half years.
Yeah.
Every single day, and nobody gone. this guy is autistic, or this guy is this, or this guy's got issues. I mention him and go, hold on, like this. He keeps talking about me, you know.
100.
Yeah.
So let me just say, yo, I've had conversations, and he knows there's been conversations had like, relax.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Because they'll play Brighton, and my name gets mentioned. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
That's wild. That's
bro,
wild.
like if it's us versus what, like whatever. Anyway, whatever it is. So anyway, I mentioned what I said about him. You know how many messages I got, bro? You're out of order. Like, how are you picking on somebody who's autistic? How are you picking on somebody? I'm like, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Like, if this guy is autistic, and I will say this down to the camera, if you are autistic and you have problems, brother, look after yourself, man. Stop, get off the internet, because it's not going to help. That's what I will say, that genuinely. Because obviously, I do things for kids with autism anyway.
Yeah.
You can go online and see, man spent nearly £500,000 on schools.
I saw that. I can co-sign.
Do you get what I mean? So if that's what you've got, bro, I genuinely come off the internet and look after your family, man, and look after yourself. But no one said anything until I said something. Now I'm the bully.
Yeah.
How could I bully someone that's calling me?
Yeah. You know why?
It's mad, isn't it?
But it's because the position you're in, you're always going to be portrayed like that. Because it's like, before, like, you see how I've always seen you as a baller, yeah? It's like, you're always like, you can always, even you saying that, oh yeah, if you say you linking up with the man, I can believe it. Because the way you play, the aura about you gives off that someone kind of, like, he's local. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like a local guy. So
Sorry to interrupt you, bro. You know what happened for a long time, yeah? Especially when I got locked up, and then especially like the 18 months after, there was a big part of me that was like, everyone that I thought was like, you know, as a kid, like my dad was Godzilla, bro. Like he was the biggest human I've ever met. And then when I think back to it now, we were the same height, but he had that aura that made him feel like he was 6'10" and he could take on everyone. So I lost my dad, he passed away. 6 months before that, I lost my granddad, who was the same, but more loving from the Irish side of the family. And then I lost my great nan, who as a kid, I used to stay there three nights a week. Do you get what I mean? So 3 of the 5 people that raised me all died. And then I got to this point where I was like, maybe this ain't for me and I'm just lucky. So I'm just going to be me the whole way through it. And I was talking to Ivan, Tony about this the other day. Because obviously he's going through his thing. And I was saying like, bro, if I knew what I knew now, as everyone says, you'd have made so much more money. But the difference between me and most people, I could get up every day, look in the mirror and go, but I've never changed who I am. I've never got up to insult anyone or cause anyone harm. And I've tried my best to improve people around me.
100.
So I might not be a multi-millionaire like all these other people. But I'm me. And I can go into any venue, whether that be the Sun Awards that I was at last night, or whether it's a freaking hood dance in my area, or freaking, anyway, wherever it might be. And people will go, I rate you. And that to me is enough.
Because it's the real though, Trey. It's the real. It's the real. Because you see with you, you just come across like, you're just going to say it how it is. You play with your heart on your sleeve. And people relate to that. And I think that's why there's only a few ballers that transcend football and go into like, because to me, you've kind of gone into pop culture, bro. You're part of popular culture, you know. You, Akin Fenn was certain, man. You, man, have crossed the line where it's like, it's a bigger picture. That's why because I watch and see all of these platforms sit down with you and talk to you, and because it's a larger than life kind of character, not going against the grain. It's not, you know, like some men are like robots. They're just saying the same media trained responses. Your responses were wild at times. We'll go to the cojones thing in a little while. Because you know why? You see the cojones thing, why I don't think that was that wild? Because it's what everyone was saying. I was saying that my brother, my son, they're all gunners. Doug gunners. My uncle's gunners. Everyone's gunners. And I was saying, you man are soft. I'd always be saying, you man are soft. So when you said it, I was busting up because my brother's like, man, try to say that. And I was like,
I hated it and I rated it at the same time because you know what? I always thought like, it's mad because you know, like sometimes you think, if I ever was a professional footballer and I thought about if I was like how I would conduct myself, I would like to think of myself as the person that will keep it 100. Because my talent's so high, my talent's so good, I can talk the truth.
Do you get me? Like, at that time, when I was obviously played at Watford, captain, all of that.
He was bald.
I could be as real as I wanted to be because I had a value.
Position, yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So
Plus you're winning games and
there's
stuff.
a little bit like you can take the piss a little bit.
Yeah.
Not intentionally, but I could just be as me as I want because I'm still delivering on Saturday.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, perfect example, I did Filthy Fellas, bro. And I'm sorry to keep mentioning them on here.
No,
but
they're the
obviously
bros.
I know
They're
they're the
bros.
man, but I'm just saying,
They're the
don't
bros.
keep mentioning. I don't
That's
like
the
keep
man.
mentioning people on
No.
different things.
Shout out
Anyway,
to them.
so I did there, bro. How much money that effed up for me?
You lie.
For real, genuinely messed up for me.
Yeah.
And like people are like, my missus like, why'd you do it all the time?
Filthy.
Like?
You
And
man
I'm not-
shagged him still.
and I'm just like, I'm just like,
Yeah, you man should fuck the bag up.
but no,
Poet.
but it,
I'm blaming
it,
Poet.
it is what it is. And at the same time, like they ended up getting $1 million off it.
I was gonna say
The
them man
first- the
secured.
first one to hit $1 million?
Yeah.
So,
Tigo,
it's like-
Tigo was happy with that.
They're all my peoples.
They're good people.
Yeah.
I can't see that's one platform I got time for. I watch that platform regular, I big it up. And I respect you for taking an L slyly just by being yourself. What was that as a result of you being too real?
Yeah.
Fucked up a couple of things.
Yeah, because obviously, like I can say it now, but I was going to go back to Watford. That was what was going to happen this summer. I was going back. It was all sorted. It was all whatever. But I told them how it was when I was there. Now, nothing I said was a lie, but they just don't like what I said.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
So the fan base now
Politics.
is going, fucking hell, he said he was going to break someone's legs. No, the contract situation we was talking about is when it comes to business, and again, you man will understand it, when it comes to business, they have a position, I have a position. That's never close.
Yeah.
Because, let's just say, folks, say, Ballet, they go, let's just make up random numbers, not what we say. They want to offer you 10 bags. You go, but our show does this, we want 100 grand. That's a big...
Yeah, there's a
big
gap.
position to make. At the end, you will meet somewhere close to the middle. It might be a little bit in your favour, a little bit in their favour. But a good deal is when both people are pissed. Do you get what I mean?
Facts.
It's a good deal when both people are pissed. Now, to get to that point, things are said in the heat of the moment. But once it's done and dusted, the people that dealt with it will shake hands and go, I hate you, you hate me, but let's go make this money together.
Yeah.
And that's how it works.
Yeah.
So obviously I explained that, but people only heard my side of it. So me saying like, yo, you don't pay me what you're going to pay me. Well, I'm not going to do what I do. I'll just do what I do.
Yeah.
So at the minute, I'm being nice and keeping everyone together, but I can wreck this shit as quick as you want.
Yeah.
Now the deal gets sorted in 3 days instead of 3 weeks, because now we go back into pre-season. Do you get what I mean? So people don't quite understand the logic of it, and then obviously you get fans, and it is what it is, isn't it? But
Do you regret?
never,
said on it?
right?
That's
You
good.
can only the only thing you can regret, bro, is when you're lying.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so boom. Let's
Go
go
on.
through some of the things they tried to say you was capping about. You was going.
Talk to me.
They offered you, was it 30 mil to go Leicester? That was
Yeah.
the deal was on the table. Yeah.
I can show you the emails.
Come on, but I know. I believe you. She ain't got to show me that.
So I could tell you.
But why wouldn't people believe that though? With the price of players now, all right, why do you think people don't believe that?
And then if you don't believe me, check who they bought. They bought
Yeah, like-
Slimani.
Yeah.
Remember? How much did they pay for him? 30 mil? 31 mil?
So that was the budget there in
The
itself.
budget was that. I was number one target.
And you were mashing work still.
Yeah.
You were mashing works. You was balling.
That's what I'm saying. So it wasn't. Thank you, brother. But this guy's.
Yeah, that he's on job, man. That's
Nah. Oh yeah, we're not getting paid by these, isn't it? Yeah, I hear you. Baby, I'm sorry, but we're gonna have a good time.
you got another bottle there, you know.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, no, I didn't want it for me. I was just saying. To take it out.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Yeah.
to work.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so-
But yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, let's go. Let's keep it there. It's cool.
We got another one.
Nah,
there.
keep
We
it
got
on your
another-
side. Keep it on your side.
Yeah, Karen.
So sorry. Yeah. So yeah, I was lying that what Leicester offered 30 million for me. So I can tell you the truth. So we went. I'm just gonna say the names. Me, Disc, Justin, them my two boys from home. My agent Simon. We went to Miami. So this is on the cards, and Watford offered me just over just over double what I was already on to stay. And it was like, look, we already planned this. So up until I got banned from America, which is another conversation, we used to go the week before pre-season. I used to go Miami for my birthday, or go Vegas for my birthday. So we go to Miami anyway, having a good time. And it's like, look, when we're out there, we're not gonna talk no business. We're just gonna chill, enjoy ourselves, and the idea, whatever's gonna happen will come at the end. You get me?
Yeah, facts.
So I'm out there. My agent's like, bro, you need to take this call. I'm like, who is it? Claudio Ranieri. I'm like, all right, say no more. How are you? Boom, 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 boom. We want you to play. You and Vardy together. This, that, the other. Remember, this is the year after they won. So they won the league.
Yeah, year
It's
after.
that summer. So I'm like, all right, Champions League. He's like, if you and Jamie come together, it could be this, it could be that. I was like, all right, cool. Say no more. I said, listen, I'm in Miami, and this is how ignorant I was at the time. I'm in Miami. I'm about to, we're in Miami. Like, give me a couple of days, and I'll be back. And then Wes phoned me, Wes Morgan, and again, Wes, you're my brother. You can tell everyone if I'm lying. Wes is like, bro, you and Jamie together, like, it worked perfectly. Jamie's the man, because obviously Jay just broke the record. He was like 11
goals.
Yeah,
Games.
yeah. And obviously he just won that. He's the man, and this, that. And again, I'm like, yeah, Jamie might be the man, but I'm Troy. Like, and again, to certain people, they want to say, but that's just my ego at the time. I'm Troy. Like, I'm still going to come in and beat me. Can you do that? He was like, yeah, it'll work. We need you to be you. We've got Riyad Mahrez, we've got Drinky, we've got Kante. I was like, yeah, this could work still. I said, all right, no bother. Let me just enjoy my time. When I'm back, we'll chat. Anyway, we come back. Watford are like, we need one more pitch. Give us one, because we've been there like 8 years at this point. Give me one more time to just say what needs to happen. I said, oh, no problem. We sit down. And the offer they offered me, bro, I was like, Leicester who, bro? Let's sign now. Let's sign now. Because I knew what Leicester, because you knew, obviously, so how it works in football, let's say the budget's 30 million, right? If you get to 30 million, there's only a certain price they can pay you personally. If you come in at 25 million, your money goes, do you get what I'm saying? The budget's the budget, no matter what. And they're not going to move from it. So obviously they were going to max out. Because I had a buy-on clause from Walsall, that was messing up Watford's money. 20% of that 30 million was going to Walsall. So Watford were like, no, we want the 30 million. So you're going to have to pay the 20. That's where it got a bit confusing. Anyway, like I say, I went from a very good salary to, oh my God, Mom, get what you want. We're good. You know what I mean? And it's 5 years.
And where did them, was it Tottenham Mourinho was that? Where did the Mourinho come into play?
That was the year we got relegated. So we get relegated to Arsenal. And then I drive to the south of France. Remember, it's COVID year. So I drive to the south of France with my missus. My agent's like, yo, they literally the day after, bro. This is how people don't understand. The day after getting relegated, I'm like, oh man, we fucked this up. We got to sort this out. Boom, 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 boom. The next morning, we were driving. I get a call from my agent like, yo, they want to get rid of you. You're earning too much money. All right, well, I got 3 years left. I ain't really go. I'm just gonna go. Like, let's figure it out. But at this point, I'm kind of pissed, to be fair, if I'm being totally honest. I'm like, me? Like, I played this whole season with half a knee. Like, my knee's fucked. You want to get rid of me? All right, no problem. Anyway, I'm in south of France, doing whatever. Because remember, lockdown, there's only a couple of places that were kind of open in it. Go south of France, and then, Mr. Mourinho called, did it? It's like, because I had a good conversation with him when he was at Man United, and we beat Man U, I think 3-1 at our place. Yeah, I think it was 3-1, we beat him at our place.
Did you kind of know he liked you as a player from?
Yeah, but he liked the respect. So it's mad, yeah. So I went upstairs to see the family. I had family over from Ireland, and then I came. Like, the players' lounge was upstairs, and changing room downstairs. So I look back down the stairs. He's on the phone, but he's sat on the stairs. So I've just backed up a bit and just waited for the man to finish on the phone, innit? A, I don't believe in crossing the stairs, and B, he's on a personal call. You don't know who he's talking to. He's like kind of clock ties. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, just wait for you to finish. He's like, I'll call you back. Put the phone down. He's like, good game today. Good man. You got good morals. Shook hands. Wish you well. Have a good season. See you soon. That's it. And then he got me Rooney and Ibrahimovic's shirt. And again, because people will say I'm lying about that. Fucking hell, let me get that up. Well, go on, carry on. But I'll just get that up on here because I'm lying about that as well.
Did you ever think to yourself, I wonder what would happen if I went Leicester with Vardy and went and played Champions League ball?
Oh, 100%. I think I'd be...
Did you ever consider to think, boy, it might be worth taking the...
Yeah. Because I'm all about taking the less money
for the...
to get the bigger gain. That's what I'm about. So where I'm at now, Forest Green, I could have went Turkey, I could have went Saudi, I could have went Dubai. I could have went to India. Like, we had good, genuine offers. And again, for people who think I'm lying, I can get the texts up because that's what I do. But anyway...
is Forest Green actually a vegan club for real?
For real. So yeah, look.
Like
so
that,
just so, because people think I'm lying. Watch this, because people think I'm lying.
Go on.
Who are them shirts there?
Yeah, man's got the big baller shirt that I see Rooney, I see
JD.
Oh yeah, the foe as well, but that's standard because you man are cold deep, so I know that. That's,
Come on,
Well,
yeah.
this is
big
what-
up the foe. That's big ballers there.
Yeah,
big
but
ballers.
Again, I'm lying, so I've just got to make sure that.
Yeah, you gotta let them know. You gotta let them know. This
Yeah, but
And that's what I wish I
Hey,
did. I
put-
should have put me all the emails.
and pulled up the receipts.
yeah, you
Yeah.
got to pull up
Yeah.
receipts on them. Yeah, I don't know why they say the cappy thing, because the thing is, there was a point, you had a season or two. There was a season where you was,
Me and Iggy,
guys-
first year we came up, man. We fucked it up.
you were
Well,
going.
the first year you came up when
Yeah.
they went down and come back up.
No. So everyone that was like the end. So before I was captain and before I was there, I think Watford only been in the Prem twice. They've been in the top league under Luther and John.
Yeah.
Is
But
that under Zola when you come up, isn't it?
no, the year after.
Ah,
So-
okay.
No, 2 years after. Apologies.
Yeah.
So we had the good year with Zola where I scored that goal, and obviously that does what it does.
Yeah.
And then the next year was a shit year. Like Zola got sacked, it was bad. And then the following year, we got promoted. But yeah, the reason I say that is because, like, when we came up, it's so mad. Yeah, the year we got promoted, we had 4 managers in one season, bro.
Yeah.
So like everyone goes, fucking hell, that was mad. And this is what I always say to like certain people that I speak to that still at Watford. Like, remember when we got promoted with four managers? Who was the only consistent person there? Me.
Yeah.
Now I've never really spoken about this publicly, but like, yo, I held that shit together.
Yeah.
And if I'm lying, ask Ben Watson, because what else from down this way, you man might know him.
Yeah.
Ask Aurelio Gomez, ask Matty Connor, ask anyone that played in that team who held that shit together. So when the manager come in at half time, stay there. We're going to sound ignorant as fuck now. Stay there. Yo, we're winning 1-0. We don't effing lose this game now.
Yeah.
You, every time the ball comes, kick it as far as you can. That's how we won the games, the last 10, because it was just like win and get the job done. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, we get promoted. That summer was the best summer I've ever had in my life, bro. I promise you. Me and my boys, I wish they were here to tell you all the stories, but I made a deal with them, and it, like, if I gets promoted to the Prem, my bonus, we're gonna go Vegas, 3 of us.
Yeah.
And we had 4 days, and we had a good time.
Hangover Part 4.
Yeah.
Hey,
Where's
it was-
there?
What they sounds like too much.
Yeah. I know, man. Vegas is
So
different.
when we come back that summer, I was crazy overweight, to be fair. Like, it was a bit immature, but obviously made it to Premiership. We played outside of the garages against, like, I'm going to be in the Premier League. Fucking hell. So I had 7 weeks to get fit. And I just said to Iggy, like, because Iggy, I said this in a podcast with JD, and people don't understand, Iggy's mad selfish, yeah. But you need to be selfish in football. You need to be selfish in business.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So you both got things you could be doing tonight, innit?
Of course.
But this takes priority
That's right,
because
yeah.
this pays the bills. You get what I'm saying? So Iggy was crazy selfish, but he was like, I'm going to score in the Prem. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this much money, and then I'm going to do this back home, because obviously he's from Nigeria. So he ended up getting, I think, 2 orphanages he's got at the moment. And that's my guy. So even when I did the thing with JD the other day, and I was like, Iggy's mad selfish, bro. I got hated on by bare Nigerians, you know, like,
No, but they don't understand it.
Igalo is like, he's Watford. What are you talking about?
No, but striker has to be selfish.
Yeah,
bro.
and
It's
I'm
a
like,
mentality thing.
me and Iggy was in Dubai like 2 weeks ago. We was having a bite to eat together. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Just because I didn't post it, don't mean that it didn't happen. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, like, he was mad selfish. I just said to him, bro, I played 1 pre-season game, and I was like, I'll be ready, Everton away. So you get yourself ready, but I'll be ready for Everton. I dropped like 3 stone that summer. And when we got to the Prem, bro, we played against the Everton team that had John Stones, I want to say, the big centre-half, not Yakubu. Oh, fuck it, his name's got out of my head. But they had 2 big boys, the Nigerian centre-half, his name's got completely out of my head. But anyway, played against these 2, and I was like, John Stones was getting tapped up from Man City, like 50 mil. I was like, I've got to show people that I'm here, innit?
Yeah.
And he got sent off in the first 10 seconds, bro. I smashed John Stones so bad, and I was like, oh shit, I'm not the champ now. But played well for like 8 games, bro, didn't score. And then I scored at Stoke away. And that old myth edit, like, can you do it at Stoke away?
Yeah.
Did it at Stoke away, I scored. And then, I was game set match. But that year, we hurt everyone. We beat Liverpool, battered Man United. We didn't win, but we beat them up. Everyone we played against, other than City at that time, we were just like.
What season was it against Liverpool when you said he was like, I'm sure it was Liverpool. You said they were so busy worrying about roughing me up or something. I can't remember what he said, but it vexed me still. I'm a Liverpool man, innit? I was like, fucking guy. He's like,
Hey, nah, Trey was out there running his mouth.
He said hella cocky, you know. He said hella like they were so busy about. They were
But
so
the thing
busy
is-
worrying. And the joke is, it was the truth as well, you know.
But you know the thing is, but you said I'm running my mouth. That's just who I am, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I just talk shit all the time, but it's not like.
Local.
But that's
not
how,
personal.
that's how the game fucks.
That's the
with
game.
Now. See
Yeah.
that after now, ending football, that's how the game, because in the moments, even though it'll wind man up or like man feel some type of way,
have
that's
to
what you
respect
want to
it.
hear.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't want to hear this robotic shit.
So I
it
played.
was the
I played.
truth.
Yeah.
There's two very good games that against Liverpool. One was, this was I want to say it was Klopp's first game. It was definitely one of his early games, and the team was like, centre half was Skirtle and Sissoko. Remember Sissoko went
Yeah,
up
cool.
got
So
to
when
Palace.
Palace-
Hate them,
Then
man.
you
That's
had
Lehman, man.
you had the ginger goalkeeper.
Oh,
Sorry for saying ginger goalkeeper. You know the guy I'm talking about.
no,
Callaghan.
No, before that.
It was,
Before that. Anyway, team was like, it was a bit all over the place. It's not the Liverpool that ended up smacking us up a few times, but that game, I swear on my life, I come up against Skirtle. You know, Skirtle's 6'5", tats, bald head. I was like, you're getting it, bro. That's just how I felt in the thing. And then Sissoko, and I love Sissoko. He's a funny guy, but I see him in Dubai all the time. He was like, so we had like, he was like, I was at the front side captain. He was like 3 or 4. He's like, yeah, today we beat them. Shut up, man. What are you on about? You're getting it. So we win the coin toss, and obviously you can choose ends or kicks. So I was like, kick. I said to Caps, bro, put this ball as high as you can. And if I'm lying, watch the start. Puts the ball as high as he can, and his skirt was coming, and I won the header, but I smashed him. And the way the noise he made, I knew I'd won the game.
Yeah.
Allow it.
Hey,
Let's go.
Yeah,
The noise he made, I knew I'd won the game.
You do what kind of was the noise like?
Nah, it's a pause moment. he can't mess with me, and he came off after like 35 minutes. But every time he put the ball up, I whacked the header, done, he's finished. And Iggy was running in behind and just mashing up Sissoko. And I think we beat them 3-0. 3-0 that game?
Yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah, and then we played, and then the second time I played well against Liverpool, I can only say 2 times because every time they did F us up, I can't lie. Every time I played Anfield, I was like, Anfield's going to be sick. 6-0, 5-0, I'm like, fuck Anfield, bro.
Who did they have up top them times? Is it Sturridge in that? Or was it Suarez in them?
No, that Sturridge had gone.
And Salah has peppered them a lot of times.
But that first game, that weren't that team, bro.
Them early teams there.
Yeah,
up top
like, I wanna
was some
say
randoms like. I can't even.
You had Firmino just started. Firmino just come in from Germany,
Early days.
but he weren't Firmino that he ended up being.
Yeah. Ricky Lambert.
I think like
Might have been over
Yeah, I feel-
Andy
I feel
Carroll
like
or something.
Lallana and them, man. Yeah.
Lallana was
Lallana
there,
started.
yeah, definitely.
definitely.
yeah, but it was like they were good players, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't
He weren't the
when the
Ballers.
Liverpool that it became. Do you get
Yeah,
what I mean?
ballers.
yeah.
And then obviously we broke your run, innit? When you were gonna beat Arsenal, or beat
I
us.
swear that's when he said about that. Yeah, they were
Yeah.
so focused on roughing me up. You know, and I just said this guy.
Because you remember the throw-in, yeah. So when we scored our first goal,
It was the truth though.
we scored our first goal. Can't remember who it was. I can't remember who played next to Van Dijk. It was like basically just fighting me.
I remember.
And the throw-in comes straight over my head. The Corey just passes it in.
Yep.
Saar scores back post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally what
Did
happened.
you find that, like, because of the way that you played, Bear Man was just like, they're playing Watford, they're thinking, fuck it, we're on track.
Yeah, just smash him and you'll be all good.
Like, it was like,
Yeah.
Bear people onto you. Like that.
How did the Arsenal man then respond to the cojones thing? Because they must have wanted to smash you up next time they played
So
you.
we beat them the next game after that.
You're supposed
Not
to.
the next game, the game after.
Was it the game after? Yeah, no, because I remember.
I missed the
you know why? You know why I remember that moment so deep because of the comment, they all gave him the earpiece and the microphone thing where he talked straight to the studio. You know that?
Yeah.
They gave
You know
the
what?
whole interview.
That's what I'm saying. I was saying because that was the first time BT had got the games, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we was told, because if you see, I come up quick, bro. We were like got 15 minutes to get up there, so I had the quickest shower you've ever done. Put the trackie on and went up. Anyway, so we do all of that, and again, I told the story, but fucking, I was watching Sopranos, bro, and before the game, and that's where the cojones. I swear on my life, never said it before, never say it again, bro. Cojones come from that. Do you get what I mean?
But
Just
we
like-
got it though. Because at that time, that team just never had it.
I know, but you know what? pisses me off the most about it is like, and it's probably like, and again, I need to add context, yeah. So my daughter now is an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
My son is an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
My missus is an Arsenal fan.
See.
Her whole family's Arsenal fan. So I feel like that comment set me up to have a lifetime of fucking misery. Because you lot are doing your thing now, innit? And I'm a genuinely like non-biased guy. Like, I'm happy, like do whatever. Like,
because of
what
what
it
you
is.
said.
Yeah, it is what it is. But I was like, fucking hell. I said that comment and everyone's like, oh man. But what really pissed me off is that people couldn't take it for that game. I wasn't saying the whole of Arsenal from before and all of the Arsenal coming is that. I was like, in that game.
No, but from the present Arsenal at the time, what
It
you
was
said,
that was the
it was relevant.
real,
to the
very
team.
And the
real.
thing is,
to what-
and the reason I said that is because when the ball goes up, Ozil could have brought it down. And he heard, we had Miguel Britos, who was a madman anyway, like South American guy who's mad. He's like screamed and he's gone, ah! You know, like that. You play football, bro. You know when people duck their neck and he's hit his shin, come to us, we go and score.
Yeah.
So that's why I said it, because like if he was a little bit more brave in that moment, he'd have brought it down. Because Ozil's a bad boy player. He would have, his touch is what he lives on. He'd have dealt with his touch, played out, game would have pitted off. 30 seconds later, it would have been 1-1. No cojones comment, no like just no Arsenal hate Troy hates Arsenal. It would have just been what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And that's just life, bro, boys. Man, this football thing, or this so-called celebrity thing is just a fucking weird space, man.
Of course. Speaking of that, when you were out there,
bro.
because you was out there at the prime time of when you're partying.
You've done your street search. I know where this is going.
And you know you're outside, you're enjoying, you get it, and it's all going on. You know how it goes. It's all going on.
What's all going on? Yeah.
How did you navigate through those times? How did you manage?
Stupidly, bro. And I say this all the time, yeah. Again, not lying, not trying to be a bad man, just telling you how it is. So when I first came out, all my friends are older than me. So I'm the youngest and I'm the smallest in my group. All my friends are bigger, stronger, all of that shit. Do you know what I mean? So when I started coming out, I couldn't get into clubs without them. But when we turned up, we walked straight in. You know how it goes. Like we walk straight in. You know the bouncers, boom, straight to the bar. They know the order. Everything's cool.
Yeah.
So we was going out to a place called Mono Bar in Birmingham. Loved that place. Missed that place. They got shut down for a couple of shootings. And then I used to go out at a place on a Tuesday and a Sunday. My boy DJ Silk, baddest DJ in the country. I don't care what anyone says. He's fucking hard, bro. He used to have a night on a Tuesday. Night was student night. £1 drinks until 12. Yeah, them nights were crazy. And then Sunday, used to do the whole thing. But you know when you say like, you know when we watch like them 80s, like I don't know if you like me, the American Gangsters, the Harlems and that, queues round the block, bro. When he had a party, it was bad. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I was out and about, but I was with a team that were known. Do you get what I mean? They were known in the clubs they were known by the women, they were known by the man them, they were known by police. So so let me just give you some more context here. So we talked about the Walsall thing earlier. I was on £175 a week when I left. I went from £175 a week to £5 a week at Watford. And I had 15 grand I had 30 grand signed up, but it ended up being 15 after tax. My first paycheck, I cleared 40 grand, bro. You can't tell me nothing. What do you mean? That 40 grand was 400 million. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's a
Bro,
week.
Yeah.
Was that the first month or is that
That's
a
the
week?
first month, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, shit. I was running up. Listen, and anyone that knows, again, because I lie and I chat shit, I was shopping in TK Maxx, Zara. I could get an outfit for about £24 before. Remember when Vans weren't really a thing?
Yeah.
And you could go friggin' get Converse and that from Sports Direct. I could run up a quick £14 and could look good on the weekend. Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean. That was me. And then that was what I had to do to fit in, because my boys were in Ed Hardy. They had the friggin' big chains on. They had the Jacob & Co. watches.
Elvis Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? Ibisu, jeans, like
everything.
I'm taking my back. Like this is you were around.
I know the era, bro. You know the era.
No, Maharishi bottom.
Come on,
Bushido. Do you know what I'm saying? This was the era that I came up in. I can't afford. If I got an Ed Hardy t-shirt, I'm done for a month. What do you mean? And I've never been a person to wear fake ever, even when I never had it, 'cause I had to earn it.
Yeah.
So I run into TK Maxx, that little £10 aisle, find a t-shirt, yeah, that could work. Now I need to find some jeans that could do that. My whole outfit would be about £24. And then I go to the lads we're going out. Man, like Disc would pick me up. He had a Began, bad boy Began at the time, fresh.
Come on.
And I'd give him like £50.
Yeah.
Bro, that's me for the night. That's all I can give you.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that, man. We got you. They'd drive me, pick me up, get me at McDonald's before.
Yeah.
I drank all night like a freaking madman. And then I went to a place called Caspian's. If anyone that's been in Birmingham, there's like a little kebab shop on the hill. You'd go there, I'd eat like a king, live like a king. And that's all I had to do was make sure every weekend my outfit was fresh.
Yeah.
That's all I had to do.
Yeah.
And I give them £50, like that's my buy-in.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It probably cost them 100 to get me in and do whatever. But
You were chipping in your little team.
yeah, I can't do that.
And
but
that's what you have when you got real friends around you. That's how it goes. They know your situation, and when things change,
But you know what?
move.
The only thing is that we laugh about it now because we're older, but the only way I could prove my loyalty was I'd just knock people out.
How you going on? Okay.
So what's up you're my older, so what's up your shoes? And you start arguing. Him. Yeah. Boom.
Yeah.
Done. That was it. And again, ask around, innit? Like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, if a man says ask around, you know the thing.
But this is why I really appreciated what Miles said on that show, because he was like, yo, I was getting phone calls because he said something about me, and man from Birmingham would phone him like, hey, Troy will hurt you, you know?
Yeah, man.
Like
You talking, you know?
Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's not out of, because I don't know. I still to this day don't know who phoned him.
Yeah.
But man were like, yo, Troy will wrap you up quick, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what I've been boxing since I was 8 years old. Like, I know how to tuck somebody in. Do you know what I mean? And it's just that simple. But that was how I used to prove my loyalty. And that's why fundamentally I ended up getting locked up, because that was our weekends. And I always say this, yeah. See, if you're a prick, yeah, money just accentuates your prick.
Yeah, you're just gonna be a bigger prick.
Do you know what I mean? And at that time, I was a prick because I was with the big dogs. I had this ego that was unwarranted, unearned, unfathomed, because my dad was somebody and my boys were people's. So
Yeah,
what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You have to be a nobody to like try and step to me, and then probably I could knock you out anyway.
Yeah.
So so up until I got locked up, bro, that was the time that made me reflect and think, fucking hell, like, you need to take this thing serious.
So when you got locked up here, I won't go too much through the lock. I know you've covered it before.
Yeah, cool.
What I'm curious about, one of the things I wanted to ask you is, for those that might want to know, how did you, because you was already a pro,
Yeah.
what training and what could you do? What did you do to keep yourself in some kind of
So I was fortunate, yeah. So
physical
I
shape?
got locked up 2012 summer, so it was the London Olympics. If you remember, that summer was quite a hot summer. So I went Winston Green jail. Again, check that if I'm lying. Winston Green jail, you know where I went, and everyone in there knew my dad, including the screws. So obviously, when I step in, they're like, Deanie, because my dad been locked up. So again, my dad died on the Friday. I go to jail on the Monday. So I buried him on the Friday, go to jail on Monday. So I really had that like grieving process. So I'm like an angry youth at this point. Do you know what I mean? How is this happening to me? The world hates me. It's everybody else's fault and it's not mine, even though it's all my fault. But you get me? It's like no one likes me. So anyway, I walk in, and you know when they make you stand up and like take your picture. Guy goes, Deanie, I know that name, man. Deanie. He's like, your dad Berkey? I said, yeah, it's my dad still. You're gonna be fucking problem. And threw the thing at me, like in my face, bro, like boom. Yeah. I was like, right, like 10 seconds after stepping in. But my dad, yeah, because obviously he was locked up so much, used to be watching back in the day, obviously teletext, see if I scored, get the cut in on a Sunday. But he'd be championing me.
Yeah, let the man them know.
Yeah,
That's
like,
my boy.
that's my
That's
son.
my
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm fortunate in the city with the older lot. So obviously, you know, Burgers and Johnny's and all of that. My dad was in jail with all of them. So both sides of the city at that time, I was cool. Like, oh, your dad's bro, I was locked up with your dad this time. Oh, bro, you was locked up with your dad that time. So, yeah, so when I come in, they were just like, you're going to be a problem. And then thankfully, I only did 2.5 weeks in Winston Green. But as you know, when you're locked up, bro, 2.5 weeks, like 2 months, bro, it's a long time. Unless you're doing them long birds where. And that's the one thing I hate about people in jail, you know. And Ricky and Bubbler, you know what I'm talking about. They used to say to me all the time, yeah, well, man's done longer on the toilet than you've done. Is that something to be proud of, bro?
Yeah.
Like, you've had more shits than I've been in.
Yeah. Come on.
Well done you, innit? Like,
It's nice to be proud of the fact that man's done bare banger.
Yeah, if anything, more for you. Do you know what I mean? Like, you didn't learn your lesson.
Yeah.
But anyway, we used to have the argument every day. So anyway, then I got shipped. As you know, you get the door knocked. You're moving. I didn't know this process because one thing my dad did really well, his life was his life and family life was family life. So did we see him get nicked? Did we see him raid the house? All of that, yes. But we never knew where he went because we were so young. Like my mum was good at like covering it. Oh, dad's just gone football camp. Bro, my dad sent me a postcard, and now we laugh about it all the time. But dad sent me a postcard from Singapore. We thought this guy went on holiday. Bro, this guy didn't have a passport.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When you think back now, as you're older, you're like, what fucking idiots we was. But at like 9, 10 years old, dad's gone. Singapore, innit? He's working. Why do you think, you have no reason to think your parents would lie to you.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But obviously as you get older, you understand why they did that. And so I went Warrington, and to be fair, the guy up there was like, look, it's summer. I got lots of in June. So like it's summer, you're here till like September. The Olympics is going on. You can work in the gym, or you can just get the average time. I was like, I work in the gym, bro. So I just ran and
Come out hence,
bro. I swear, I wish Kechi was here. Yeah, so Kechi is obviously, he played anyway. My first day out when I got released, I didn't get a trim for 5 months, bro. So the thing was mad.
Yeah.
And then I've come home. I went in nothing. I came home and I thought I could still wear the same clothes. You know how bad do? Like, yeah, I can still fit into that. I had this D square topper, bro. When I say it was tight, it was like, I looked wham, and I had a tag on in it. But I was coming to get a trim, basically, because I was 7 till 7. The long story short, the first day out, I didn't get seen until like 1. So I was like, I only had 6 hours. So I was like, I'm gonna, but again, loyal to your barber, innit? Drive to Watford because that's my barber's there. Fuad is my guy. Drive to him, get a trim, but I said to my ex-miss at the time, bro, like, just drive me to the training ground. Let me just introduce myself because Zola took over, the new ownership, all of that. Let me just introduce myself, and then obviously I can go back to work tomorrow. I walk in, and Kechi see me, and he didn't tell me this until 2 years later. He's like, bro, you was the scariest man I've ever seen. Because I jumped out of I had a grey S3 at the time, blacked out. Imagine how the man never rolled it. I had a grey S3 that I bought off my uncle, blacked out, and I jumped out this car. Like I'm 6 foot, I got a big afro, in a pink D square top,
tight up.
And at this point I'm jacked. I'm not gonna lie, I'm jacked. I look, but I had shorts on as well.
The ankle tag. Man turned up foggy.
Yeah, you had the whole training ground on ropes.
And they're like, who is this black?
How did he get through? How did he get in?
Who let him in? I go see Zola. I'm like, boom. Long story short, like I'll be back training. Can I train? Do you man know Fitzy? He's from North. He's like, Fitzhall used to play for QPR, Newcastle.
Okay.
So I remember my second day home, I go to training, and Watford had like 48 players at this time. So there was 11v11, and Zola's working with 11. And Fitzy was injured, just coming back. So I come out, and I'm like, do you know when you get, I'm not trying to say I was in jail a long time, or wasn't, but you know when you get accustomed to how that is.
Yes.
So we're trading it, tops off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Tops off in jail, I'm running up and down. Fitzy's like, hey, you think you're tough at it? And I'm like, man, me and Fitzy never spoke. I was like, Fitzy, man, give me some break, man. I'm just trying to get fit, bro. I'm like 2 stone overweight. I got to get sorted. He's like, nah, you're good people still. I'm running for that.
I was gonna say he's feeling himself.
He's
Oh,
feeling
no,
it.
no,
He's feeling bad.
You want to tell the truth?
Hey, wait,
Yeah.
I look
That's
like,
your free.
wait,
That's your home again.
Yeah, wait.
Nah, but even
I
more
was
than that,
I
he's
was saying a big
himself.
pause at the start.
Yeah,
I look
yeah.
like Channel U, Power Sterling.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah, you got me. No, man. You got me. Yeah.
200 press-ups before the shoot.
He was feeling himself.
I'm feeling myself still. That's happy with the shapes.
Bunch of hench niggas in them
Yeah.
fucking videos there.
But
man.
listen, so obviously, like, I'm feeling myself, but anyway, I'm going up and down. So Fitzy was like, you see you, yeah? You sort your head out, man. And Fitzy was like, I was like, what do you mean? He's like, clearly you've got something, because me and Fitzy have never played football at this time. Like, he came in and that, so he's like, clearly you've got something. That's why they've kept you here, innit?
Yeah.
Bro, this shit, young. That's what I never forget it. People, this shit you're doing here, young, bro. And because all my elders are older than me, when someone calls you young, it's like it's one of the biggest disrespects. I was like, yeah, you're right still. And that's why me and him to this day love him to death, man. That's my guy. But he was like, bro, this shit you're doing here, you're young.
Yeah.
And I was thought, little man me, so different. That I was like, all right, cool. 8 days later, I played the first team, scored, won the game, and the rest is history, innit?
Yeah.
Like just certain moments in life you can resort back to and go, Fitzall Ra said to me like, little man.
Yeah,
Like if I didn't get locked up before that, you can't call me little man. What do you mean?
Yeah.
And it would have been something so stupid off of like a juvenile statement. Do you get what I mean? But now, and even then, I was like, obviously, I had to do therapy and all that shit when I was locked up. And I always say this, therapy was the best thing that ever happened to me, bro. So I didn't even know. Mum was drinking different. Like, I was driving to work, and I obviously talk about it. It's 11 years past, but I was driving to work with 6 cans of like, you remember Jack Daniels and Coke in a can?
Yeah.
Moving like a tramp, bro. I was just drinking that on the way in.
Yeah.
Play football, grab another 6 when I fill up the car.
Yeah.
Burst all
Was
the
you
time,
doing
bro.
that because you had the natural talent? Like the talent was always
Nah,
there?
bro, I was hurt, bro. Real talk, I was hurt, man. My dad died, like
you go
fucking
through
Godzilla died. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
And he just and now you're the man. But I ain't had the training to be the man.
Yeah.
I ain't had the training to have all this money. I ain't had the training for like. There's a social class that changes, isn't it? And you know what? You man don't understand this. When you start getting money, from where we're from, even if you're getting £800 a week. I have to say a week because that's how footballers get paid. Do you know, like it sounds ignorant, but I'm just talking like that. Everyone in your family goes, fucking hell, you play football? Yeah. I just saw on the back of the Sun, Wayne Rooney got 300 grand a week. Yeah. That's how much you're earning.
Yeah, facts. That's how people...
It's like, it's an assumption that, do you get what I'm saying? Like, you man are from South, innit?
Yeah.
So obviously, I've done my research as well. But you man are from South. That's why I've got no chains on today. I'm joking. I come straight from work. I'm joking. But yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Hey, we're not bad over here, you know.
Go.
I'm not gonna say when the big man was like, "Yo, boy's gonna meet you at the door." I was like, "Let me just, you know what I mean? Let me just let my people know. Let me just let my people know where I am."
Listen, if you don't hear from me, in fact, I'm inside now, man.
Not even that. Hey, listen, I can see the shard from here.
Yeah.
I'm in that radius.
Yeah, that's it. See, Central safe. The
Fair.
old venue might have been a bit.
No,
nah.
but you know what? This is the funny thing, and this is. So what? Let's leave that. Let me get into that because you see how it is, and people go, "Are you lying?" Or what? So if we had, like a BTS behind the scenes, I've got friends from London.
Yeah.
I got friends from Manchester. Everyone has.
Yeah.
You step in that city, you're not checking in.
No, you're
boys.
Yeah. Facts.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. And you know how to move anyway because you've grown in it, and you're with man that do certain things, so you know how certain man think.
Thank you. So anyway, when I landed at the previous podcast that I was at before, my friend was already there.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna say. I just said, behave.
Yeah.
Have a good show. I'm gonna see you later. But when I phone around, the man these men are cool, bro. Don't worry about that. All right, no problem.
Yeah.
It's not checking in or rather scared. It's just like, where am I going?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when we chatted, how quick was the conversation?
Quick.
Because it don't need to be
No,
anything.
nothing needs to be said. But my thing is, because I understand the bros, and I've always done this from day one, my thing is, I'm bringing you here, and I have to make sure you're crisp.
Of course, but you're from a generation that people don't understand.
People don't understand that. You see that?
Nothing can go wrong. Like from the I'll make till you get to your car.
You're
on our time. You see what I'm saying? We're the man now and talk. You see what I'm saying?
Of course, I understand.
You know the vibes. Relate to that or understand the whole meaning behind even those conversations.
But I feel like it's so important because there's a place of nerds now. We live in a place of nerds, and the nerds are taking over. And I say that with the greatest respect. My oldest son is 14. Love him to death. He's a nerd. He's not been brought up in this life. He should never. If he has a fist fight in his life, I'll be pissed off. Do you get what I mean?
It's true though. This generation are that though.
But they are, and that's fine, and that's absolutely fine. My son is into coding.
Yeah,
he can hack into my phone. Like he's telling me shit on my phone I didn't even know I had.
Yeah.
That's great. See this life here and the shit you're listening to, son. It's not for you, little man.
Yeah.
Because I had him in the car literally. Sunday, dropped into his football match. And I said, you know how you do, go on, put your music on, you got a game. Bro, the things he was listening to, and the way he was saying it with conviction, I was like, see how I used to listen to 50 Cent? In 2000, I had all the mix, I'm like a big 50 Cent head anyway. Do you know what I mean? 2000 all the way through to 2007-ish.
Yeah.
He was saying it with conviction, but I'm like, I know what he's talking about. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, he's listening to certain songs, he says certain things. I'm like, what does that mean? I don't know. Shut your mouth then. Shut your mouth. You're going to be in, because you're getting to an age, 14 now, he's getting to an age where he's going to go to parties.
Yeah.
He's going to start looking at girls, doing all these things. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You live in a really nice life that I'm so proud of. Again, might act like a bit, but you got a private school. You live with your mum. You live in a nice house. You got gates. Everything's cool. Shut up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Man said talk to me about friggin' wearing a balaclava.
Take it.
You go to private school, bro. What you on about? Do you know what I mean?
Take it off.
I'm like, so tell me what your day looks like. I go Costa in the morning. There you go. Shut up.
That's different.
Do you know what I mean?
Different. You started the day Costa already.
Leave it alone.
Yeah, different living.
The reason I say all of that is because I think we're in a generation now, and I say this all the time, where babies having babies, and the reason I say that is because you could be 35 and just had your kid. If you've never left your environment and you're still thinking that the road life is cool, you shouldn't have kids, man.
Yeah, straight. Facts.
I mean that, and I mean that as somebody that 20 years old had a child that I wasn't expecting to have my son. But it's been a blessing to have my son. Like, would I have my kid if I could redo life? Would I have my kids now? I'm a father of 4. I wouldn't. I'd probably start having my kids now.
No, yeah.
I mean, because I messed up so much at the start. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. Right, let's just take a moment, pay some bills. Shout out Manscaped, the Weed Whacker 2.0. The Lawnmower 4.0. Make sure you get them. Use the code WINNERS, 20% discount. Yeah? Free shipping as well. Use the code WINNERS. You've been using yours from time.
Oh, it's a natural thing now.
I've been using mine from time.
Bro, like, and plus, on top of that, they got the boxes. They got the full man care package. You get me?
Summer's here.
Yeah.
Get your grooming on. Pattern up. You know, make sure your stroke is stroking.
Stroke is stroking.
You understand?
With no friction and no restrictions.
The Gallem's gonna be loving you for it, bro.
Trust me.
The Gallem are gonna be onto you differently, bro.
And you're gonna just feel good in yourself. Hygiene is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like it's just took man's thing to a whole next level in terms of keeping man clean, fresh. Do you get me?
And we all love a discount. We all love a discount, 20% discount. All down to the lip balm I've been using. You know the
lip balm. I've got all of that.
All of that I've been using. The deodorant, body
me 24/7.
Shampoo and conditioner, you name it. Manscaped, 20% discount.
And I can
when you use the code WINNERS.
The body wash and everything
plus free shipping.
Proper.
Yeah,
proper.
No, it's
a
all
big
official,
long
bro.
tube with the squeezy thing. It just sits in the shower thing on the side. It's calm. You get me?
Get involved. Take advantage of the situation. 20% discount and free shipping when you use the code WINNERS at manscaped.com. Yeah, you know, that brings me to what I was gonna ask you next.
Yes, sir.
How did you cope with all the baddies and all that? Like, you got the bag now, innit? And you're like,
He
it's
said
like
40 grand just hit.
past the 40 grand stage.
Hey,
now
hey,
you're outside. Now.
We're
Everybody's
talking.
Yeah, you know what?
talking.
And the reason I can do this is because Alicia, my love,
Yeah, because
I'm about to get married in the summer. But
congratulations on that.
Congratulations.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
But we're about to talk some shit.
yeah, it's like, babe, you've heard all of this.
Yeah,
You
come
know
on.
what I mean? So, but my missus is from Purley, to be fair. She's from South.
Yeah, big up.
So anyway, and you know what? Just before I get to that, you know what's so funny about that? Yeah. So anyway, this is how I know. Yeah, I'm so black at times that it frustrates me. So I met her 5 days after split, like leaving my ex partner and literally leaving the house, have it all, I'm done kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Anyway, I link her in Croydon, Nando's,
Local.
and I'm in a red Bentley, and I'm on my own. I've not told anyone where I'm going, how it is, what I'm doing. I was just like, this girl here, do you know, like, I'm gonna say it anyway, I love her to death, and she knows I love her, but you know when you're with someone, yeah, and they G-check you so hard that you have to humble yourself.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, and it's gonna tee up into what you've asked me, don't worry, I'm not
No,
sidetracking.
go on, sure.
So I was like, if I want a thing, bro, where'd you work? Here's a Mr. Porter coming your way.
Yeah.
Here's a Gucci. Like, do you know what I mean? That,
Yeah.
bro, man's ugly, innit? I don't give a fuck. Man's an ugly you, innit? I don't care.
No, don't do that.
No, wait. Pause. Wait.
That's the game, though.
Let me land.
That's the
I
game.
see what he's trying to
I
do.
respect it.
What
Let
you
me
saying?
land.
I respect
Let
it.
him land.
Let me
Let him land.
land.
You see what he did there already, but go on, let him do.
Because obviously, man's got the teeth done now, innit? I weren't then. I was an ugly you, book you, but my money was pretty. You know what I mean? So it was in a situation where if you're around me and my boys, you're like, oh my God, this is good because A, you're safe. Yo, when we go Liberty, we're coming through the kitchen.
Come on.
John Gotti style, like it was proper.
Yeah, come on.
Do you know what I mean? We can pull up between 10, 8 and 3 and we're still coming in and we'll shut it down and do, do you know what I'm saying? Like wherever we went though, do you get what I'm saying? So anyway, and the beauty of that is, you know what happened the most? And again, I can say it because it was once upon a time. I ain't that guy anymore, but I went from £4,750 a week at Watford, and within a space of 4 years, I'd went from that £4,000 to £135,000 a week.
Come on.
Yeah, it's mad.
Them Ganley was on him like, hey,
Like
they're
rice.
looking at it more than right. They're looking at it like this is the life changing. That's a
Yeah.
they're life
Hey.
changing.
They were looking at it. I was looking at it like that. What you mean?
Yeah, but your life changed. But I'm talking about the groupies though.
No,
Yeah.
listen, what do you want, man?
Like, no,
Pause,
I know what
'cause
you
man's
mean. I
looking
know
at
what you
you,
mean.
but
I know
I'm
what you
gonna
mean. No, Trey, I
Bro.
know how you're landing it because right now you're in a position like I can
Bro.
do
Every
whatever.
word.
And I do have to say this, yeah, genuinely. Like, I was with somebody at the time, and I apologize for all the badness that I did, but I had a good fucking time.
Yeah.
I had a good run.
Yeah,
course
Trey's
you did.
on that
I had a
thing,
good run.
yeah,
Like
go
a
on.
7-year run. I had a
Hey,
good
go on,
time.
take your mum south of France. Go on, do your thing.
No, that.
Yeah, like, man's-
Because
man's just have
think
real-
about it, the girls that
This is what I'm saying when I'm so black, yeah. Imagine the girls at school that were passing over me,
Yeah.
and now you've got 2 kids. Come here. Do you know what I mean?
Hey! Yeah, I
Right.
feel that
When
shit.
you
Yeah,
thought
come
I
here,
was
what
the
you
6
need-
out of 10. Yeah. I'm still the 6 out of 10. I just got money that's 12. Come here. You know what I mean? And that's genuine. Like, do you know what I mean?
That's real.
And the thing is, again, I'm lying and all of that.
No, you're not
All
lying.
the culture.
100% you're not
No,
lying.
you ain't
You're
lying.
not lying.
So,
You
bro,
can't-
man was
You're
like,
not lying.
bro, listen, I have to be careful, but
Yeah.
I had
you
a
said you
good
fixed the
time.
teeth,
Man had a
innit?
good
That's
time.
it.
I only fixed the teeth this year. That's the maddest
Oh, is
thing.
it only recent?
This year, like, look, because you see the maddest thing is with it, yeah. So I would say, like, my dad, yeah, did some bad things at it. There was a time when I was 10 years old
Yeah.
that my mum left him, and again, my dad was somebody, so he was like, "You can't leave me." So anyway, there's like 4 different instances, and I only knew about the other 2 instances before this one happened. But he turned up at the school and was like hitting my mum with hammers in the knee, like, "You're gonna get back with me, or man will break your kneecaps." And like this period of his life wasn't a nice time. You get me? And so anyway. Long story short, he gets locked up for certain things. We moved house, but we weren't allowed to tell my dad where we lived. That was the rule. My mum said can't say where we lived. But my younger brother, That's daddy's boys, you get what I mean? He's like, Dad, we just moved into a new house and rare. Anyway, me and Ellie spoke about this. And Ellie knows that he was fucking, what was I was 10 at the time, so Ellis would have been 7 years old. You don't realise what you're saying, what you're doing. Anyway, long story short, Ellis shows Dad where we live, knocks the door, my mum's in shock, throws us all in the yard, starts going to work on my mum. Do you get what I mean? Me now as a 10-year-old, like, that's my mum, jumping in front, broke my jaw, teeth all over the place. Do you get what I mean? But that's my mum. I'm still going to keep staying. And I say this to this day, there's a kid, he knows who he is, Lee, you know who you are. He's the reason we're still alive. Because he knocked the door, see if Troy can play out. My dad opened the door, was like, effing move and rare tear. This kid runs away. Mom, this big black man shouted at me. I'm glad he's kind of racist, but I'm joking, Lee, you know I love you, bro. But yeah, she phones the police. Bro, to get my dad out the yard, yeah, this is no joke. Again, if I'm lying, we'll pull up the police reports. 2 riot vans, 4 squad cars to get 1 man.
Yeah.
That's how he was. Oh, you want to come and get me? Let's go to work. Man took everything off. You know how back in the day, man used to pull you down with your t-shirt. Took it all off. He's been there every season. He knows what he's doing. So the reason I say all that is because, like, when you actually deep it, like, the teeth thing. I used to have it all the time, bro. Like, playing Arsenal. Fucking hell, his teeth all twist up, talking like that. Yeah, bro, you don't know what I've been through to get these teeth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's only now, I'm 35 now, I got these done 2 months before my birthday. My missus like, why are you getting them done? Because I genuinely didn't care before, but I was just like, I'm carrying around shit, bro. Carrying around trauma. Like, I'm daily reminded, when I'm brushing my teeth and looking in the mirror, I'm going, my dad did this to me.
Yeah.
But I'm forgetting my dad did all this for me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I'm going to sound like a bragging, or I swear I'm not yet. I'm brushing my teeth in my house, yeah. I'm looking in the mirror going, my dad did this to me. But then I'm forgetting, I'm in a £5 million house, bro. My dad did this to me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If there was no that, there would.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I get it. I get it.
No, but not even that, bro. Like the visual reminder of this could be all taken away.
Yeah.
But forgetting that actually the principles of respect and the manners that I have has got me all of this.
Yeah. Nah,
You lot wouldn't be talking to me if I didn't have that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's when I'm saying like I live good, but I lived good off my dad making me play football. I lived good off my dad making me make sure I did my press ups every day. My dad making sure that, hey, this man's probably better than you, but you have to work harder than him, son.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Those principles that you put in place did that. Anyway, back to the bitches. So what I was saying, we had a good time.
Yeah.
Listen, you ask around London, Birmingham, Manchester, Vegas, Miami. We had a good run. I had a good run.
You enjoyed yourself like you're supposed to. You earned that.
Listen, and you know the thing is,
run like it's come to an end now. The run's done.
Come to an end, the man's getting married.
I'm about to get married. She's about to chop my neck off. If I'm sitting there going, and I'm still doing it, she's like, oh,
Yeah.
she's from South.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. You get fucked up.
There's none of that.
No, but like,
There's none of
so
that no more.
I'll never forget this, yeah. And again, if I'm lying, you man are from South, ask Conan.
All right, there you go. Good.
I'll never forget
That's
this,
an
yeah.
easy one.
You see how I am? Like, I go like, again, when it comes to football or music, bro, I'm more music than football. I can tell you music from the 80s back. I'm an old school reggae guy. I'm a R&B guy. But then around about 13, when Channel U got introduced, before it was Channel, was it AKA?
Yeah.
Channel U, the original, when Michael sent the text to get him on.
Yeah.
You mad? It's like you don't even know. Because when you text me the other day, I would say this, because I give man credit, and I actually said it to you earlier, I said pause. But, bro, I rate my man for time, you know.
Yeah.
Not from, I know what he does outside of the music, because the man them said that. Do you know, like, again, I'm with my older lot, so people have to understand, yeah, like, we are where we are.
Yeah.
Watching Channel U, and man, they were going, "Aye, it's probably politically incorrect, but I have to like just delete this out, my guy." But obviously, and them man, they're my boys. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're going, nah. Man are saying you're that guy.
Yeah.
We're listening to your shit.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to blow you up because you're here.
No, Brum was a big.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
So
He's ringing
you
bells
can-
in Prem, you know.
That's what I'm saying. You can check, but who my people's are. All
Yeah.
their. That's all my olders. So obviously, no. Again, we're gonna have to chop that out. But like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all my. That's my guys. So when they're saying, can I pop this, by the way?
Anything you want.
Yeah,
anything.
'cause I'm being a bit nice.
Anything. Is that the
That's
coldest
what-
one? Bro, you want to put the blue one? Because that's been in the ice.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bust that.
Black
bro.
power and all of that,
Yeah,
innit?
for that.
But yeah, so what I'm saying is, so
Said black power.
we, yeah, mum's not gonna like that still. But
Big up Mumsy still.
But yeah, so we did all of that to say like, that's how it was, had it? So when people hear gigs now, like, oh, it's all good.
I'll say it, go.
See, tell you know it's real, not fake. Anyway, but thank you. Nah, you good, bro. Yeah, we're having a good time, man. Looks like I pissed myself, but it's fine.
No, but we
Nah, you're
saw what
good,
happened.
But what I'm saying is, so anyway, that's why when you reached out, bro, I'm gassed.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, but I respect it.
Get
No,
me?
but
I've been watching you for fucking hell. So I hit up Donzi when he did the Kenny All Star.
Yeah.
that was crazy.
Yeah. Kenny, yeah.
He don't know me, bro, but that's who I am. I'm like, yo, that is fucking fire, bro. He's so hard with it. pause.
Yeah.
He's so hard with it. Big G, I've known him since Soccer AM.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then you come out with the boxing thing and like try to fight Godzilla. Yeah, I'm like, rate my man.
That's come on.
Do you know what I mean? And that's just how. So obviously, man starts following, and then I see you like at the Grime Daily and all of that. And, sorry, not the Grime Daily.
The Gala.
Gala. Apologies.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's how it's supposed to be.
100.
Yeah, straight. Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be. Can't get an invite posted any fucking chance. But
getting that.
anyway,
That's a guarantee you get it.
no, but I'm joking. I'm genuinely joking. I
know you're joking. I know you're joking.
But what I'm saying with that is like, when I see people from the circle,
Yeah.
and I operate on a snowball effect, yeah. So for argument's sake, me and you are friends, yeah. Sorry to people, the brother off camera, yeah. Me and you are friends. You see how I work, how I operate. You're gonna go. I'm gonna take that, and you're gonna influence. Me influencing you influences 4. The 4 you influence offers 8.
100.
Do you get what I'm saying? And I think when we talk about all of these like issues with racism and all these things, like, bro, we have to influence our circle.
Yeah.
And if we don't influence our circle, stop coming on the internet talking shit, man.
Yeah, straight. Yeah.
Because you've got power.
Yeah.
You've got power, bro. Genuinely, you two have got power.
Yeah. 100.
And I literally said after Filthy, I ain't doing this podcast thing anymore because I don't feel like I've got more to give.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I gotta go live a bit.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? To talk about it.
Yeah.
And then obviously you man here and it's like, bro, I have to.
Come on,
I
bro.
would be wrong.
I appreciate it.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate it.
But you can ask anyone.
But man, them are fans. Man, them are Trade DD fans. Man, them are
Yeah,
football
bro.
fans first and
yeah.
foremost.
But, bro, there's nothing.
what
There's nothing you can't ask me that won't get answered. I'll listen.
Yeah,
Like,
come on, and we're gonna get to that. All right, then, boom. Let me think. I go light first. Southgate said your style was good for. I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, good for
Basically
Watford,
said, good
but
for
not
Watford,
for
but it wouldn't work for England. How did you feel about that at the time?
I thought he was taking the piss.
Yeah.
But then, having met him recently, and now looking at it from a coach's point of view and looking at it from what he's talking about, absolutely right.
Yeah.
But when I'm playing, what do you mean? Every defender you're picking up, Harry Maguire, John Stones, I'm trying to think who was going at those times, Phil Jones, Chris Smalling, they can't live with me.
Yeah.
What do you mean I can't do this on international level? Because they're getting picked up, but I'm looking at kind of like one lens, kind of ignorant.
Yeah.
And like we spoke about it recently, and I'll always shout him out for this, yeah. Because obviously I'm doing the coaching and managing thing now, and perfect for you guys, right? So you do the podcasting, but there's a business side to it. So how you look at things from podcasting and how you look at it from business are two different things. But when you're playing and you're in it, you feel like, are they talking about me? I take everything personally. And me and my missus talk about this all the time because she might go to me, I don't know, fucking, you never take the bins out. Let's say it's an argument. I'm like, yeah, but I don't take the bins out, but I do X, Y, Z, and she's like, yeah, but you're taking it personally. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to take the bins out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But me personally, I'm like, yeah, but I pay the bills. You know what I mean? It goes through all
I get it.
Do you know what I mean? And every man's been through that situation,
yeah.
but that's how I took it at that time. But when I look at it, so we were talking about it over a week, yeah, and the way that Gareth has to look at it is, right, Troy's never played Europe before. Can he be used to travelling and playing 2 games in 3 days? I never looked at it like that. I was just like, but I've got 12 goals.
Yeah.
And the person you're taking has got 6.
Yeah, he had more goals than certain man.
Do you get what I mean? At that time.
At the
And
time.
it's like, oh. Now, we've spoken about it. We've had 3-4 hours to chat. But at the time, we don't talk. All I get is, that's the team sheet.
Yeah.
So the time when I thought I should have got called up, we went from 4 strikers to 3.
Yeah.
I'm like, rah.
Yeah.
He really didn't want to take me. And at that point, I thought it was like, because I went jail. I genuinely, hand on heart, thought, because I went jail, I don't fit into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that system.
You
get what I mean?
Yeah. You ever think about playing for, or did you get opportunities to play for like Jamaica or Ireland or any
All
of
the
that?
time, bro. So obviously, my family, depending on how you see it, is Northern Irish at it. So the white side of my family is Northern Irish. We're from Derry or Derry City or Londonderry, depending on how your allegiances lie. And the rest of my family is Jamaican. My grandma's still out there now. Spanish Town, like, and again, I could talk to it on here. So I've never played for Jamaica, not because I don't like Jamaica, but now I'm at a point when I realise why I don't play for Jamaica is because my dad never went on holiday, and the holiday we was all gonna go on was to Jamaica. He passed away.
All right.
I can't go to Jamaica now, bro.
Okay.
And it's something I need to figure out, and
Yeah.
as a man, heal,
nah,
grow.
understand
You
it.
get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, nah, I get it.
But at that time, I swear I'll never forget, bro. We played Reading away. Mapsy, Adrian Marip, that's my boy, that's my dog for life. Never mind football, whatever. He called me now, we're leaving, I gotta go deal with it. He was like, I thought this was so mad, yeah. And this is how ignorant I was at the time. There was a white German guy that was the manager of Jamaica. To me, that was mental.
Yeah, I kind of remember the time.
Do you get what I mean? I'm like, there's a white-haired, white man, Jamaican guy telling us what to do.
Yeah.
I thought that was mental anyway. But anyway, don't have nothing to do with race. Maps is like, I want you to introduce him because he was trying to like get the English, the man that was born in England to come and play for their team.
Yeah.
Bro, he got me so fucked up, bro. He didn't know how to talk to me.
Yeah.
Because he was like, you're letting down your family, your heritage. And I was like, yo, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
But bear in mind, all I said was hello.
Yeah.
You're letting down your family, your heritage. You should be in Jamaica. And you've got family there that want. And I was,
His approach was all.
I just literally looked at, like, so you're the coach, Maps, talk to your boy, bro.
Yeah, pattern that.
And he was like, nah, that's not the way you talk to Troy. And I was like, thank you, but no thank you. Shook his hand, have a good time, wish Jamaica all the best. Went to Maps. Listen, when you go over, man, I'll send you trainers and all that to give to the schools and that, but see the way Bibles talking to me,
I'm gone.
he's going to have to go because I'll put him in the ground, bro. It's not going to work like that. And that's kind of why I didn't ever play for Jamaica. A, for my dad, and B, for this guy just tried to tell me that basically I'd let all my ancestors down. That
that was wild.
It's a bit wild, do you know what I mean?
His approach was wrong. All right,
Yeah.
next one.
Go on.
What things do you do better than Harry Kane?
Let's talk.
Yeah. Because for those that don't know where that comes from, on Filthy, he said, about the Tottenham opportunity and said, listen.
So, is Harry Kane a better footballer than Troy Deeney? Fucking absolutely. Absolutely.
You said that. You said
I'd
that.
be fucking naive to say he's not. Is he a better finisher than me? Yes. Can he head a ball better than me? No. Can he control a ball better than me? Like look after it when there's 2 men on his back? No. So when you're winning a game in the 85th minute and you need someone to come on because he's getting a bit tired or whatever, he can't do what I can do.
Yeah.
When I was going in, if I was going to go in at Spurs, that would have been my role. That's it. That's what I'm talking about.
Plain and simple. Yeah.
But
Straight.
apparently that was a weird thing to say.
Yeah, but people take things just.
But also, here's something that I will say, and anyone that knows me and anyone that's played with me will say this. Can he be honest every single day and say he outworked Troy? Now, if you can say you can, it'll be fucking very, very good. But if you can't, I'm there, innit?
Yeah.
Because one thing that anyone knows is I outwork everybody. Because I'm not as good as them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I have to outwork them all. But I know you've got Arsenal questions, and I feel like you've been quiet. Talk to me, bro.
All he cared about was the cojones, bro.
Yeah, no, the cojones was the one that done me the most.
Did they want to sign you at one point, Arsenal?
Yeah, same time as Spurs. But that was more of a brief conversation.
Who was
Spurs
in the team? What Arsenal was that then?
Aubameyang, Lacazette. The year they beat
I
us.
remember that, yeah.
You'd have bagged more than Lacazette. You'd have bagged more than Lacazette. I'm saying you would have bagged more than Lacazette.
Yeah.
Well, you got a
But
room full of gunners. Everyone's quiet. Well, you agree?
But what I would say,
think so.
what I would say with that is, I think they had two of the similar types. So it was more. What I would say with the Arsenal, it was more of an inquiry. Would,
They would have to have got rid of someone. They would have had to have got rid of.
but they was
Aubameyang.
always going to get rid of them, and as
Yeah.
as it happened, you can see that both of them went. But it was more of a and at that time, there was no. I'm gonna get stick for this, but there was no general leadership at that point. If you know what I mean?
Facts.
It's
Facts.
facts. It's
Yeah.
facts.
So I can add leadership, but I could also add physicality, which at that time was getting a little bit questionable.
Yeah.
Like now, absolutely nowhere near. Can't get nowhere near that. Excuse me. Even at my best, I can't get anywhere near that. Arsenal.
Where would you prefer to have gone? Spurs or Arsenal?
Yeah, if you could have picked one.
If I could have picked one, I would have went Arsenal. But what would have probably gained more choice and more traction at the time would have been Spurs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
'Cause of
Remember, they had Llorente for 2 years that was scoring Champions League goals. He'd come on
Yeah.
and score an equaliser, and everyone was like, "Oh, he's amazing." I was like, "Yeah, but he can't move like me."
No, your team.
Do you know what I mean? That's just how I felt. But yeah, see the football world. Yeah, it's a weird space, bro. Really, really weird space. Cause it's funny because me and AJ were chatting last night. Yeah, and we were talking about how British media just changes. So let me talk to him for my experience of it. So when AJ won the Olympics, golden boy, he's knocking people out. He's the black bad boy that's done good.
Yeah.
He talks well. He's polished. He looks all of that.
Yeah.
He loses one fight.
Yeah.
Ha! Told you weren't good enough.
Yeah.
Hold on, I can pull up all of these extracts where you're saying he was the man.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
For everyone to get there. Yeah.
And now it's like, if you ask a boxing fan, he's fought bums his whole life. Isn't it?
That's how they do it.
That's how they're doing, but then
that's
like I said, he's fought everyone.
That's how
Apart from
we always
Fury
say.
and that Wilder, he's fought everyone.
But one thing, and this is what I said to him last night. Yeah, we were just generally chopping up. Who's he ducked?
He hasn't.
No.
He didn't duck nobody. Bro.
Nobody. But if the business ain't right, he doesn't sign the contract. And now the general perception is, and I'm just saying that I dig at Fury, by the way, because I understand the game and that. But the general perception is that Fury's the man, which he is, but he wants to fight everyone. But when you deep it, he ain't fought no one.
No.
Do you get what I'm saying?
No, fully. You're making full sense.
Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not saying Fury's ducking anyone, but he's like, I'm the man. I can make my money. I know what I'm doing. He's a very,
Fury's
very
fully on
smart.
business.
Of course he
Business.
is.
He's fully
Very
on
smart,
business,
very bright
For
individual.
Wilder and
business
the
savvy.
Klitschko, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you flip it on its head, yeah, what's the difference between the two? Joshua scares people because he can go to these award shows in a suit and they're like, AJ's great. He can also go carnival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
And that is what's scary.
Yeah.
And what you man are doing and what certain other podcasts are doing are taken away from what the actual thing is.
Yeah.
So if you actually look at it, I'm probably getting myself in trouble again, but fuck it. But when you actually look at it, what is all these big organisations trying to move to now? Podcasts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Because you like can generate an audience and a gravitas and a cultural reference that they can never do. Do you get what I mean?
100%. You're kicking game. You're not lying.
Talk to
You know,
them, try,
you're talking.
I always. The problem is I always do, and it gets me in fucking.
No, you're good. But without getting you in trouble though, what are we saying on Harry Maguire? Where he's at right now and the stick that he's
I feel
getting?
sorry for him. What's going on right now is he's unfair, man. I think Harry, with the greatest respect, is limited in his ability.
Yeah.
He's a very good leader. What he does, he's very good at. But unfortunately, he's being exposed at the moment because the game's transitioning to a faster, more counter-attacking kind of game.
And he's at Man United.
And United just
He's at Man
they're
United.
not setting up
The
right
lights
at
are
the minute.
bright
Thank
at
you.
Man United as
So,
well.
They're not
so
right.
fundamentally, and every time he plays, like he's come on against Arsenal, and they lose 3-1. It's like fucking Harry Maguire's fault.
Yeah.
But actually, no, you're getting popped the whole game.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Let them know.
And then he comes against England, scores their own goal. Fucking Harry Maguire's fault. It's like, bro, like, it's not his fault. What do you want him to do? Leave the ball.
No, it's not.
Someone scores, and then you go, it's Harry Maguire's fault.
Yeah.
So I think it's a little bit unfair. I think genuinely, him as a bloke, I think he's a nice geezer.
What about the Sancho situation? The standoff right now with the man.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
That's my guy. Sancho's my guy. Jaden's my guy, man.
Big him up.
But you know, the maddest thing is, and I said this about some missus the other day. You know when you get someone new on Insta, yeah, they go through all your old posts and they like it up. So I was like, bro, I forgot I posted that. Anyway, I pressed on the thing, and freaking, there's a 12-year-old Jadon Sancho that was at Watford.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Commented on my shit, like, because obviously his Instagram's still the same, innit?
Same Insta.
Yeah.
So he kind of came to the top of the comments. He's like, yes, Troy, big fan. I'm at Watford, check me out. Kind of, juvenile kind of thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, at that time, you don't see it, innit? And obviously, I've heard stories, I know all that. But I look at it like this, yeah. And this is not taken away from the manager, but you got Ronaldo, it failed. You got Anthony, it kind of failed. Sancho, it's kind of failed. So is it all of their faults?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah.
And genuinely, I don't know the answer.
Listen,
You know, like when
I've
four
been
people,
saying,
you know, like when bare
Ten Hag
people
ain't
don't like someone, and everyone can't be wrong. Everyone can't be wrong.
That's
You
my
know.
point.
Brentford 4-0. I said it then, and I've kept to the same story.
And it's
That
really-
let me know them man can't play ball.
You know what's really funny about it as well? You see when you look at like fan bases, yeah. So we were talking about this in the manager's meeting the other day, yeah. So what does a fan base look at? You man are fans. Do you look at the tactical, the way that a man are moving into certain positions, or do you look at the guy that runs hard, tackles, looks like he cares?
Well, when we're looking at the manager.
No, when you look at the
game.
team.
Yeah.
Where nowadays with the breakdowns, we're looking at a bit of everything.
We're looking at a
But
bit of
for the most
everything.
part-
Like
But for the most part,
5 years
what
and
you
back.
said, we're just looking
It's
at
like
we're looking at who's
that
winning the
guy
heart
that
of the
runs
season.
around,
Yeah,
mad.
all of that.
Slide tackles,
All of that.
goes to the fans like, ah!
Yeah.
Well, you
But
losing,
that
well, you
guy
losing
could change
3-0,
the whole
what are you
game.
talking about?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, but the tactical point now, because I think people are a bit more advanced, understanding, because obviously the manager's talking more about it. Like, so is Sancho always out of position? Because I would say this, Marcus is my guy at it. Rashford's my guy. He knows the score. If he didn't have the season he had last year, would he still be at United?
No.
No, I don't think.
Yeah.
And you can't take it away because he had the season that he had.
Yeah.
But the point what I'm saying is like, he had that season where he's really good, but for 2 and a little bit seasons before, this season, But last year, man scored 14 goals in
World Cup
20 games.
wicked
The
and
World
bad.
Cup season, though,
Yeah,
man.
wicked.
Listen, but you're saying the facts. My point, what I'm saying is, we get so, like, fans get so bamboozled in the here and now.
Yeah.
This guy scored, he had this many shots, and I saw on Instagram, and this is the baddest thing. So, my brother-in-law, Brandon, he fucking winds me up, but he's my guy. He's 24. We had an argument over the Community Shield. I sat and watched the Community Shield. He was at Carnival.
Man City.
Yeah, he was at Carnival.
Yeah.
He saw the highlights. But, man, we locked down Erling Haaland, man. He didn't do nothing. What are we talking about? He played 60. That was a pre-season game for Man City. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Nah. I saw the highlights.
See what I'm saying?
I can't argue with stupid.
What did I say to you? Remember I said to you?
I can't
Remember I
argue
said to you about that
with you,
game? I said to you, them man didn't even play no pre-season games. Remember I said that to you?
Yeah.
When you don't want to look, even now you would have argued with me about it. I said them man didn't even play no pre-season
Excuse me,
games.
that's their fault though.
No, that is their fault. And the thing is, you can't take.
I mean, we got silverware early doors.
But my point is, you can't take away the fact that Arsenal won that. That's great.
Right.
But you also can't take away from the fact that Man City took that as a pre-season game.
Yeah.
So but I saw on Twitter that Haaland touched the ball 4 times.
Yeah, no, but man, like
in
Haaland,
most
listen,
games, he only touched the ball 12 times and he scores
bruv,
3.
Listen, you can't talk about.
Do you get what I
When it
mean?
comes to
Yeah,
ball
fully,
touches and
fully,
Haaland,
fully.
you just leave him alone, bro.
That's what I'm saying. But like, that's the new generation of how it is
Yeah.
and what it looks like. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Statistics.
I saw on Twitter and I saw on StatsBomb and I saw this guy. It's like,
Yeah.
but did you watch the game? Nah. I saw 3-minute highlights, man.
Yeah, all of
Of
that.
3 minutes of 90 minutes.
Yeah.
That don't even, yeah,
Okay.
you don't
You
know,
know what I mean?
you don't know what really went on. Tell me a centre back that you know. He's in my pocket today. And I know you got someone in mind. Say, centre back
Cuff
that you
like
know.
Mustafi or one of them, man. There.
Fucking hell. There's a few, bro. And the reason I say there's a few is because what's happened now, there's gone to like 3 at the back, so they don't really have to defend individually. And then when they do go to 2, the 2s at the back are kind of like Man City's, Arsenal's, Liverpool, where they don't really have to defend. What I can say is the ones who are very good at individual. So Vinny Company, that's my guy. And there's obviously that picture.
Totally.
I basically just
Totally swerved the question. He had some in his mind, you know. The way you see the way he looked at, he just said, "I'm not."
Yeah,
Totally. You see the way he did there.
He's
He
not
did
trying to
the
get them 2-footed challenges. And,
no, obviously, man's in League 2 right now. What are they going to do? Come down to my level?
He ain't
Like,
bucking him man for that, but you
But
don't really want to throw them under the bus.
There's a few in it,
Yeah. There's a
and it's got to caught that whole debate of whatever. But I know. So, perfect example. You can YouTube this and look at it. When I played against Dan Burn, I scored every game. Do you get what I mean?
I like the way you did that. I like
the
the
numbers.
No,
That's a statistic.
I like the way you answered the
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's a
So,
numbers
like,
thing. Yeah.
Is that fair on Dan Burn? Because he was 21-ish and I'm 26, 27. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, is that fair on him? It's not really.
But when I
He
played
scored
Fulham,
every game though.
when I played Fulham, I scored a hat trick against him. When he played at Blues, I scored a winner against him. Like, but now he's at Newcastle, I probably couldn't live with him. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it depends on the time and where you are and what you do.
But in your mind, peak you v peak him.
That's a different conversation.
There you go. All right.
I feel like in peak me when I'm like, yeah, you man can't live with me. There's like 4 or 5 that could live with me.
Yeah, I respect that.
So at the time, Vinny Company, Virgil, Van Dijk, both Sunderland, Southampton and
City.
and Liverpool.
I mean Liverpool, yeah.
I'm about to say, you're all right, bro.
Yeah, no.
That drink touched you a little bit.
Yeah, touch it.
I think company at City.
Yeah, then but like it was mad. So like the maddest thing is I played against John Terry when he was at the end of his career. So I felt like John Terry was washed, but I didn't want to play against Kurt Zuma. See how mad that sounds like as a sentence.
Yeah.
But
No,
John
but I
Terry
get
was
it.
Right,
like,
Kurt
had a
Kurt
year
Zuma's
left,
strong.
and Kurt Zuma coming through young and like
Yeah.
I used to hate playing against Kurt Zuma.
Yeah.
Played against Rio when he was at QPR. I didn't think much of him, but that's Rio.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So it just depends on the time when I came across them, I suppose.
I get it. I get
You
it.
know what I'm saying?
That's like
I don't
starting-
want to be disrespectful.
No, I get it. It's like boxers fighting each other at certain stages in the career. You
Yeah.
can fight a big name boxer, but he's on his way out and on the decline, and you're on it. So did you
Cal
really
Brook,
fight?
Amir
Did
Khan,
you really right? Did you really fight that guy?
Yeah.
I get what you're saying fully.
Yeah.
All right then. Your top 5 players of all time.
Ooh,
No particular order.
number 1 R9,
Yeah.
the original.
Come on.
I got a signed shirt
Come on.
from '98 World Cup in France.
The real man now.
A lot of men don't put respect on that.
Brother, that's my player, you know.
the
That's my
ballad.
player.
That's
That's my
God,
player.
What do you mean?
That's my player still.
And then I've got like this so he's top, and I've got like 4 on a level. That 4 would be Thierry. Yeah, my guy. And you know what people don't realise with Thierry? Yeah, again, Arsenal fans are gonna go, oh, he likes an Arsenal. Thierry, man, is the guy. He's the most humble, welcoming. Like, he don't know me in it. So this is the perfect story that sums up Thierry. So we go to the NBA in London. I got my boys from home. They don't know shit. Thierry's like, Troy, how are you, bro? Comes, daps man up. I'm playing in Premier League point. I am so stush at the time, yeah. I ain't take a picture of that man. Do you know what I mean? He said hello to me, it's cool. My boy's like, what? But I've turned into cameraman for Thierry and my boys.
Come on, the man them and Thierry, it's a different thing for the man.
And I've not took a picture, but the man them are going, they post it on their Instagram or Instagram, Facebook at those times, kind of the crossover time.
Yeah.
And they're like, everyone's getting all the likes, all that. But when the story gets said, like, no. Thierry said, Troy, come over. My biggest moment in Premier League history was when we played Newcastle away. I took a ball on my chest, turned, slipped Igalo and he scored. Thierry Henry on Sky Sports on a Sunday, we played on a Sunday at 2 o'clock game. He said, if any other player in the world did what Troy Deeney did, it would get replayed, he would say it's world class. What? Thierry Henry said that about me?
Yeah.
No one can talk. I am
I
him.
know you still
What
got
do you
that.
mean?
I know you still got that recording.
Come on.
That can't get deleted.
That
Yeah, come on.
The kid's christened.
Yeah, pulling that up.
That happened. Yeah. But do you know what I mean? So like to me, he's him. Then I go Ronaldinho. Then I go Righty. Because
Righty.
but when I came up on Righty, was nothing to do with Arsenal.
Yeah.
Remember the book with the red book, This Is Your Life, back in the day. See, you might have too young, you don't understand it. This Is Your Life on Channel 1.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Ian Wright was on it.
Yeah.
What, a man went to jail, played football, fostered his kid. That's fucking Superman. What do you mean, bro? And I met him in real life, and he's exactly the same as what I saw on TV.
Yeah.
You're up there as well. So those three. And then, it's a bit controversial. Zinedine Zidane.
I know, I understand that.
It's easy,
That's not
come on.
controversial.
Because I watched that game.
Easy.
Remember Real Madrid versus Bayer Leverkusen at Hampden Park?
Yeah.
When Carlos hits it up and he hits that left-footed volley in the top corner. Remember watching that on Channel 3, I was like,
Yeah, different.
I don't know who my man is, but
That's the guy.
that's the guy. And he had a little ball patch on the back of his head. Yeah, he got to be, that's a different
man.
confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on,
I
then.
get all of that. All
I
of them
know, we
places.
fully get it. Go on.
Yeah.
There's one, is
What about yours?
there's
What's
one,
your top five?
No,
That's
there's
all
one
top
left
five.
though, innit?
No,
Top five.
No, Ronaldo,
Yeah.
TT, Ronaldinho, Righty, and then Zidane. That's my, so.
Oh, and you ain't got the original. You ain't got new Ronaldo in there. First.
Nah, I haven't got new Ronaldo. I haven't got new Messi. I've
No
got
Messi.
Maradona.
Yeah.
Nah, I'd have Ronaldinho. Not particular order.
Go on.
Original Ronaldo, Ronaldinho.
Can I just interrupt you there?
Go on.
No man from our generation
Yeah.
does not say R9 first.
Nah.
No, 100. I make my kids watch Arnold. Listen, that's
You know what I'm saying? No,
Yeah, the
that's how
coldest.
you know man was the elite
Yeah,
of the
he was
elite.
coldest. Yeah, yeah.
Because if you ask a kid now, Ronaldo or Messi, you'll get 10 that say Messi, you'll get 8 that say Ronaldo, whatever it might be. You ask man from our generation who, and they go R9, and then they start thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. R9's a sir.
R9
goes
say.
up there for sure.
R9 said I'd go R9, Ronaldinho, I'd go Zizou, but then I'm going Ronaldo and Messi. I'm throwing them man in their car.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Like,
Throwing
I hear
them
you,
man
but
in
I
there.
just-
But if not, then Thierry. But then if I'm going Thierry, I'm gonna want to throw Suarez. And
Suarez.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's a statement. Fam.
What? I can't. No, I'm saying if I'm putting
can't put
Thierry,
Thierry and
I'm putting
Suarez on the
Suarez.
same level.
No, I'm putting Suarez in it. If I'm going top 10,
See these Liverpool man, that's why you
Yeah,
can't
no,
ask them
no,
these
no,
questions.
I
They
need
get
to-
carried
no,
away.
no,
if I'm
let him
putting, listen, when Suarez was on, yeah.
But I get it.
Two-
Come
Mine-
on,
'cause mine's
man.
top
So
five, mine's top
you
five,
were, why are you doing the 2-year thing?
Two,
when
maybe
Suarez
three.
was on, his impact was crazy.
No,
bro.
but-
he was scoring mad goal. He was
You're talking
changing
about-
games.
He was.
So,
See how
again,
he was changing games. It's just
I
that
hear
Suarez
you.
bit too much, man. Like the press was against him. Like he couldn't get that love. Thierry was a
I
good
feel
man.
I get the Suarez thing.
You get it, right?
No, but
Okay.
Suarez had like 2 years.
I put
2
Thierry
years.
on
2 years at Liverpool.
Now Henry's the great
And then
goat
he had
of the
1 year
Premiership.
at Barca.
I know he's the goat of the Premiership, so I can't put him level.
Ooh, that's a statement, you
I
know,
think
my
he's the
guy.
goat of the
Nah, I
Premier
hear you. I can't disagree.
Yeah, I put him.
Statement.
The reason I give Ronaldo in the top 5 ahead of him is just because he's done it so many
amount of
countries
goals
and
and
the amount of
yeah,
goals, you know. But that's
Nah, I hear
fine.
you. I hear you.
But yeah, man.
I want to ask you, man, questions.
Go on then.
If that's all right.
Go on then. Go ahead.
You're a music guy, right? You know your stuff.
A little thing. Yeah, I've been known to. Go on.
Top 5
Rascal.
UK influences, and the reason I say that on music
Influence.
because when you talk about music, it gets into that awkward stage of who sold the most and who did this show and who did that.
Who's the most influential?
Influential. I made a statement of a day in my crew that basically I thought it was Lazarus, bro. Like man, rating man, Judas.
Yeah.
I said Skepta
He has to get a mention.
has the biggest influence in UK music.
No, no,
Next,
no.
wait. Let me land, bro. No.
I'm with the man. I'm with your guys. Your guys like,
wait. Don't even let me land. Wait. On a commercial level, which has transcended from grime to house and the things he's doing now, plus the fashion.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
But if you ask me who transcended UK music, has to be Giggs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I would put them both on that level.
Yeah.
That's just me.
When you break it down,
Non-musically.
I was agreeing with you all the way. Then I was thinking Giggs, and I was thinking, you're not talking shit. You're kind of on point there because.
But my manager didn't let me land.
No.
You landed it well.
No, but when you landed it,
I agree.
I agree.
Because
I
it's
agree.
Skepta, I would say Wiley, I would say Giggs. There's because you're talking about influences that changed, that like molded the UK
Does
genre.
Dizzy,
Do you get me?
Dizzy get the credit he deserves?
Dizzy has to. He might
I'm
not get
saying,
the credit,
does he
but
get
he
the
should
credit he
do.
deserves?
He
You don't get the credit he deserves.
Don't get the credit he deserves, but
he definitely.
Dizzy.
It's mad one
Dizzy
because
did
even
more
when you say
overseas-
Dizzy,
Dizzy
and
did
I'm
more
like,
overseas than-
but
did he-
really Dizzy for me when I was growing up, like there was no one better. Like when you think when he was dropping.
But you know what, I'm gonna say one more.
And even now,
And he's gonna think that I'm like a beg, yeah. I used to play football with his cousin. You see Gets, yeah.
No, come on. No, that's not a beg.
No, but I'm saying he's going to think I'm a babe because up until the Formula One, Silverstone, I'd never actually met face to face. But me and his cousin used to play at Walsall. Obviously, through intermediaries, he's like, yo, you're sick, rare. I'm talking freedom of speech gets like
Come on.
stupid.
Yeah.
Fuck radio gets stupid. Criminal, all of that. So I go, ooh. Ego's third. For me. For me, so I go Skepta, Giggs, both won. Giggs in terms of cultural, transcended from fucking, I got the trade, all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Giggs that, but then when you look at fashion, when you look at music, bro, man was downloading Skepta, like, infrared days. I know some of you young people don't know what that is, but let's just try to put phones and match up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? All of that, and then I put them two at one, probably Giggs just a little bit higher, and then underneath that, I go Gets is on his own.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And then there's another layer of like everyone else, Wiley.
Dizzy has to be high up though. Dizzy.
No, he has to be. That's what I'm saying. He gets mad.
Dizzy's got to be up there
Yeah.
with the Skeptas and the Giggses and he's up.
Why?
Because he was
You
one
was
of the
around
first-
that time, so
Because
I was enjoying
he was
it.
the
You
first.
around that time.
To me, he was the first to kind of remember. He went America and he did bits like they embraced him over there. Like Dizzy was the first. I know.
Platinum selling
Yeah,
album,
like
the
he-
first to do
yes,
it.
I know
Like, he was the
Skepta-
first to go from the grime scene to go drop an album
and was embraced.
and do
Yeah.
numbers.
He was with
and-
That
Bun
album,
B and he
so
was-
when he dropped the album, I was
Corner.
like
That album
13.
changed the world.
yeah.
13, maybe 14.
Yeah, that album.
That
I
album
think
was getting
leading
ringed
up to that,
off at school.
he was
What?
shelling. Like he
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
he was the hot booking.
Yeah, Dizzy has to
Yeah.
be
Up until he dropped Boy in the Corner. When he dropped Boy in the Corner, he was the hot booking.
But that's why I asked,
Artist.
because I like to, you see, when like you could, if you're gonna in anything, I think to appreciate the now and the future, you have to look at the past.
100.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me to appreciate the current heavyweight boxers, I have to look back at
Yeah.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Go back.
Fully.
Yeah.
If you want to look at the new generation of music, I don't know, your Central C's, your Daves, all of those guys,
Yeah.
I have to be able to look back and go,
Who paved
Wow,
the way?
I agree with you.
who
I would
was
say-
actually that
I would say don't do a 5.
No, but he has to be in there. You have
No,
to be
it's a
in there.
different kind of thing, but I would say, yeah, I appreciate that. But for them, man, I'd say don't even go 5. I'd say them 3 really set.
Yeah.
Gigs.
Yeah, them
Skepta.
in their own individual way, and
And what?
Dizzy.
Dizzy, yeah.
In their
Can
own
I ask you a
individual way.
question as well, bro?
Go ahead, go ahead.
So you see Channel U days, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
Because I used to think about this, because I was that guy that stayed up till like 11 o'clock and all that. I used to think, man, we're getting everyone else to send that 50p text in it
What do you
to
mean?
play their shit.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Was that really a thing? But that was just how I used to think. So I used to think like N-Dubs are on all the time. They're shit, bro.
No,
I don't mean that bad, but like for my music taste,
Yeah.
I used to be like, why are these always on the fucking
But they have a
TV?
big fan base, though. They
No,
No,
that's what I'm saying.
No,
like,
but
you know,
I'll tell you
like,
the truth.
individual watching it.
Niggas was working out the formula.
Okay.
You left it an hour,
Yeah.
you could get ordered again. So I had the youngers running around ends. It had to be different phone numbers. So I had youngers hitting phone boxes.
Oh,
but it had to
shit.
be an hour gap. So if it was
And sorry, that's not a dig at Endos.
No, no, no.
That's
So
just,
if it was
just me
all
trying
that-
to. If not for my
But
younger
yeah,
age.
no, I
man.
get it. Envelopes ain't your type of music.
Until
No,
they
it's
built
not.
enough
Yeah, yeah.
steam, then when you built enough steam, then everyone just started ordering it. But
Okay.
sometimes you'd make the people them all get it on themselves. If you order it at 202, you could order it at 303. You get what I mean?
So I remember, I think it was Irv Gotti said a similar thing when Jara was trying to bus.
Yeah,
He
I had the man
basically
them-
had people
I had the
in
man them
like
fucking ordering.
Baltimore and all of these
Bag
different
of
places,
gal
like
ordering.
phoning in.
Gal's house phone bill was high them times.
Yeah,
for me, brother. I had gal going phone box to make.
Oi.
Listen, I said, listen, you're gonna have to hit 5 phone.
Can we just
boxes before
put?
you get
Can we
in.
just talk about that? I talked about this the other day to young bucks at work, yeah. Because now it's obviously it's Snapchat, it's Tinder, it's like basically it's just one little text. It's all right. You don't understand the struggle, bro.
The struggle's real.
Oh, come
When
on.
you have to used to go and spend 50
they don't-
pence
yeah,
to
no,
phone a house phone and think
Aye.
her dad may
The
pick up
grind,
this
the
thing.
struggle's real.
My
like
parents
it.
won 3 after 7.
I'm
That's
telling
all
you,
I-
and they don't even know.
They don't even know. They
They
don't
just see
even know
what's
the
going on here and
real-
they think it's an easy thing, but it
Yeah.
weren't overnight.
Nah.
But we celebrate that. But yeah, we celebrate that.
I
and
grew up in the area
successes.
with no internet and internet. That's how man.
Yeah. Dialogue.
You know, that's how
That-
man. These youths
I
were
hear
only
you.
no internet,
And
bro.
it weren't that. But
But
all
you know
right.
what? I know we're trying to wrap it up here. So let me just give. You did the intro. Can I do the outro?
Do the outro.
Yeah.
Do the
What I
outro.
want to say, yeah, is like, are you man drinking?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just been
yeah.
me all day.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, I've been drinking.
Go on. You know me, I pace it. Go on.
Yeah.
So what I want to say is, yeah, you see your thing, yeah, it is. You've got like Sunday service, but obviously we're in the week now, so we have to say, I think it's a lifestyle service. You man are so influential, not only to the culture, but the bridging the gap between old and young. So keep doing what you're doing. Please continue to be as true to yourselves as you are, because you get people like me still watching, you get young bucks still watching, you get old heads still watching. Continue to have the great guests that you have, continue to have the cast that you have, like behind here that are doing their thing. But more importantly, for what you are, do you get that? What's that there? You see that? I'm taking this shit home. But I want to say more importantly, continue to be great.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. Anytime I can help, please let me know.
Yeah.
But more importantly, you're going to be great with or without me. So this is to you, man.
Salute, love.
Salute.
Bro. Love, salute,
Appreciate that,
salute.
brother. Come on, appreciate that.
Yeah. Wrap up on that.
Yeah,
note.
just top me up, bro.
That.